right there.
There you go. So wait, so this is the most amazing. You've never
seen him eat chicken on the show?
Nah, he usually go. Oh, never mind. No, just shouts to Big Mike. First of all, you can see Big Mike is here. It's not Father's Day, but we got all of
Big
Drip Daddies is never mind.
All the Drip Daddies is here.
Drip, can you ask your father?
Drip, right?
That's ask your father the question you asked right before we started recording, please.
So, do you think OJ did it?
No, not at all. Never have.
Does Martell work?
I think Hart knew. How could he not? I think he's been playing it all along.
Damn.
See, this is why I have the takes I have. Look who I was raised by.
Well,
your takes be bullshit.
When it comes to OJ, have you seen that poor man walk? You gonna tell me he decapitated 2 people? He could barely move.
There were a lot. It's a lot of evidence out there that it looks like it couldn't just be one person.
No, I'm not saying that Juice wasn't there.
Right.
He was.
But I do think
he was Paul Barrett.
In my opinion, I think it was his kid, Al Callen.
Yeah, the older son. Yeah,
I heard that too.
Yeah, have you seen it? I mean, his kid at that time was a big boy.
He was a big kid. Yeah, he was a big kid.
Wait. Back up. What do you mean his kid? Her son
kid.
too?
No, it was from I think it was from a previous marriage.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I'd have to look up his older son's name, but he had one from the previous relationship.
Yeah,
it's double OJ.
His name was Guilty Simpson.
Sonny D. That's his son.
Sonny D. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, Big Mike. People know that you say that OJ didn't do it.
I've said it since day one.
Have you gotten into like altercations? Like not this Black Rasslin. Have other white people been like, "What the fuck is you talking about?"
No, because I'm pretty in your face about it. So people.
Yeah, that's why I'm always like,
hold on, Big Mike. How big are you?
I'm 5'10", 190.
Oh, okay. All right. Talking shit.
You got that. Yeah. You could throw some furniture around.
And then so I don't know. I mean, David probably told you, we grew up in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a part of Northern California called Pittsburgh, California, which is East Bay of Oakland.
Oh shit! I hear
that's crazy.
That's
his son. Yeah.
Big Mike. I thought that was Big Mike.
So we grew up in Pittsburgh, California, and so when I lived in Pittsburgh, California, it was originally a cannery town and military housing. So like my high school, about 4,200 students at my high school.
Oh, you had the scrap.
And so I originally grew up in a place called Crestview, which was connected to Lido Square. And so Lido Square at that time
Public Enemies will know what's going on.
Was like 95% black, and Crestview was 75% black.
Oh wow!
So my friends and that I grew up with used to call me Black Irish.
That's what we. Ironic.
That's the name of the episode.
Right.
That's what we call the episode.
I have.
You got a red. I was about to say I thought that was gonna be a red, black, and green flag. We was putting Davis on.
Y'all would have been related. No, that's hard though.
Davis,
that shit.
go.
That damn, he tatted up. That's where Davis gets his love for the tattoos.
I have the sleeve here.
Damn, that's what I'm trying to do. I need to get my
C-74. Where did you wait?
You got that in the service, or you was on the line?
You were serving.
I got a buddy back in California that owns a tattoo shop.
Damn. You need that name.
Yeah, whole time.
And then I got my wedding ring tattoo.
Oh shit! No, that's what's up. Me and my wife were gonna do that. We never ended up getting there. So Davis said that you guys. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. I'll step back. Let me step back.
Fuck all that shit that Cal was talking.
I didn't even say nothing.
Big Mike, this is what the people really want to know. What the fuck did you get from the meat raffle?
You know what's funny is after I was on our hometown youth hockey board for 7 years, I never won a goddamn meat raffle in my life.
But then you don't want to win the meat raffle because
What is going on at the meet? Are
Yeah.
you getting raffle?
Yeah. Yeah, we spin the wheel and everything.
spin the wheel and make a deal.
The kids go out and sell tickets. And so what happens now, unfortunately, is before they used to bring a big ice chest with like ribs and steaks and pot roast, and you would go pick what you want, right?
Now we clear.
Yeah. And then now what they do is they just give you a gift card to the butcher shop.
Jesus.
Pick out what you want.
Like, here go a card, go get your meat.
Yep.
Nah, that ain't it.
It's a lot better when you get to pick it out right there.
Facts. That's funny.
Hey, Mike, cut that shit out, Mike.
No, that's funny.
What do you want to say? You got a question when we were in the car and I was trying to prep you. What was the one that you had?
Oh, me and Davis are talking about it, and I just wanted to say that I hope this isn't as boring as a Bret Hart title match.
Wait a goddamn minute, man.
I don't see.
No, I'll tell you this though. Me and Davis premeditated that. Now I used to be a big Bret Hart fan.
So what the fuck happened?
And then, when I had Davis, I stopped watching. That was right when probably the Attitude Era started up.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And I didn't get back into it till he was little, and I think that was right when
yesterday.
Last week.
That was right when Goldberg came. To WCW.
But then really,
so I missed a lot of time there. But I grew up like you guys. I grew up watching, AWA on ESPN,
right?
Texas Wrestling with the Von Erichs on ESPN. That was with Von Erichs and Dingle Warrior.
Word.
But I remember my favorite wrestler in AWA was Scott Hall, as just big buff Scott Hall.
Right.
Big
right.
Scott Hall.
With the mustache.
The mustache, and then all of a sudden, 6 years later, he's Puerto Rican, and I'm like,
that's what happened.
Who the hell is that dude?
Right. This random white man.
Scott Hall, he could move, and all of a sudden now he does that stupid shake thing, and I'm like, click, I'm good.
You didn't like that?
No,
I love it.
But I went to a couple. Well, when I was younger, I saw.
Yo, we're talking the drip when he's our age.
Right. This is gonna be
different. So I'm like maybe.
Push him away.
I saw wrestling the first time in person when I was like 12, and I saw Hercules Hernandez take on Adrian Adonis.
Damn. Classic.
Tito Santana. Tito Santana, I don't think gets enough. Tito was good.
But this is my question. So you like a certain style of wrestling, right?
Here we go.
Yes.
So when you took your hiatus from watching and then came back, the wrestling was a little bit different, right?
Yep. Quite a bit.
Did you still enjoy what you came back to?
Well, I grew up a Four Horsemen kid.
Yeah.
I loved it because that was back when, I remember buying the VHS copy of the original War Games when you had to send a check to NWA. They sent it took 5 months, but you got it back.
Right.
So I liked all those matches. I love Jim Cornette. I loved everything Jim Cornette does when it comes to professional wrestling. I remember watching the episode when Magnum Ta came back after the car accident.
Right. That was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
It was a huge deal.
I grew up a Road Warriors fan, not a Legion of Doom fan, but a Road Warriors fan. This sounds like
Mike Sempervive talking now. Too.
It does sound like Mike Sempervive. This is
it's a reason. It's a reason why. It's a reason why it sounds like.
To me, the best version of the Horsemen was Flair, Blanchard, Anderson,
Arn
Anderson, not Ole. Ole was crusty. Get Ole out of there.
Ole
always looked like he was in a bad mood.
But then who's the fourth?
Always.
Wyndham.
No, I don't like Wyndham.
No, it wasn't Wyndham.
I thought Luger was a pretty good horseman.
That was a decent.
But he was, he could, because they needed muscle because everybody else was 175 pounds.
Right.
Is that accurate?
No,
They were probably like the 220s.
Were they?
I mean, I think Arn and Totally, their biggest were maybe 210, 220.
Nah, get the fuck out of it. Oh, seriously?
Yeah, they weren't real
Yeah,
big.
see.
I mean, young. I mean, when Arn was that
buff.
era, Arn could wrestle,
Yeah.
and Arn wasn't born.
He was built at 6'1", 255.
Arn Anderson was.
Yeah.
God
That's
damn.
crazy.
That is crazy. I wouldn't have given him 255.
Nah, not
No, he
255.
carries it good.
And then
Talking
Tully
about back when
was
Arn was doing that goddamn spine buster.
When he was not 255 is crazy.
Yeah.
255. He was official.
So
Yeah, he was that guy.
the last time we saw wrestling together was pre-pandemic, right before actually NXT Live.
Yep.
I'm like, Undisputed Era will be there. He's like, who are they? I'm like, they're the 4 Horsemen of my generation.
Nah.
So when they come out, I'm like, these guys are better than the 4 Horsemen.
And Big Mike said, nah.
He said, well, after he seen the wrestlers, like, well, I guess you're walking home because that's not the 4
That's not the
Horsemen.
4 Horsemen. And because to me,
He's like, they'll never be the 4 Horsemen.
Right.
I mean, I watch wrestling now, and obviously I'm older now, so I laugh a lot more at it than I used to. But
We just watched Dante Martin. You thought Dante Martin.
yeah, I thought Dante Martin could wrestle. I thought he's pretty good. I mean, you can see that he's gonna get better.
Right.
Right. He probably needs to put on like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But the thing, I don't know if Drip ran it down to you. He's the younger brother.
Right.
So-
And I guess the older brother's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he's
And
gonna.
then there was the 2 guys that I called the 2 guys. I said, what are they? The Midnight Express. The 2 guys.
Oh, FTR, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say about the bald? What'd you say about
They'll
that?
never be. They will never be the Midnight
That's the bald
Express.
one. Tell him what you said he
They
looked like.
want to be.
It's a
The
reason.
bald guy in
Right.
FTR, the tag team said he looked like.
What you said.
I don't remember. I was like,
Uh,
Hey,
a half
Drip
an hour
trying
ago.
to get him indicted. This is indicted.
Yeah,
Stop it.
It's a comment you guys would like. He said something. He looks like he should be in a bar wearing assless chaps.
Oh yeah, it's like you should be in a gay bar. Doesn't it look like you should be the lead singer for Judas Priest?
I'm out
Right?
here.
I mean, he looks like he should be on like a chopper
Hey,
pulling up.
we were
to a
talking
gay
about
bar.
Pat
I'm
Patterson.
with all this talk.
Hey, don't
I'm
get
with
up.
all.
I mean,
Listen,
he's got the bald
I'm with
head,
all
he's
this
got the
talk.
bad caterpillar mustache.
Big Mike.
If he's
Big
not
Mike.
coming,
Big
I
Mike.
don't know what is.
Big Mike. We have been here. We have been together for 5 years.
Yeah.
We could not have a white man come on and get us canceled.
Did you not see what I sent you earlier? What did you say 3
That's
years
funny.
ago?
Yeah, don't do it. No, don't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't
Why
do
the
it.
fuck-
Do not do it. I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
mean, I look at wrestling now where, I grew up watching Flair Cup promos.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, like I still look at, people could talk about Tom Brady all they want, but I grew up watching Joe Montana.
Oh wait. You mentioned promos. Which
Mhm.
you saw MJF, right? You saw him cut the promo before the match with Don. What did you think of him? Because right now he's not only seen as like what he's kind of polarizing to some. I mean, this man does not like him, but what we'll talk about later in the pod. But what did you think? Like he's at the point where he's got WWE execs reportedly trying to see when his contract's up so they can pull him up.
Well, he looks like I would, and maybe this isn't the right term. He's a poor man Kurt Hennig. Because Hennig could talk trash with the best of, and he did the gum and he whacked it in the crowd.
Yep.
But then Hennig could wrestle like anybody that he was wrestling. Right? So what Hennig made everybody look good.
Facts.
Right? That kid there, he's good. I don't know if he's. I mean,
He'll never be great.
He'll get an Intercontinental title, but that'll be about it.
That's interesting. I
don't think he's got the. McMahon likes the big boys.
Just say, are you talking about?
He's saying if he went to the WWE,
yeah. I mean, he's not going to be. I mean, they may do some ridiculous thing with him and the Miz, and then it's just like being in a high school locker room again. Big deal.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, I think he's a better wrestler than the Miz.
Talk about it.
I mean,
Big Mike.
Miz a lot. So
Big Mike, are you available on Thursdays around 8?
30? Are you available on Thursdays around 8:30? Can you do stats?
Can you do stats? Is funny.
Can you do stats? We can get rid of this motherfucker and then do the old man pop.
This is the only time I see him. He comes over and sees his mom for 5 minutes and he leaves.
That's Hennessy in there?
2 hours on Sunday. Stop it.
Is that Hennessy in your cup? Hey, get him out of here. Get your son out of here and we can talk real shit.
I apologize to anybody listening to this podcast in headphones. This man got the microphone in his esophagus right now.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll tell you something though. When as a kid growing up, I thought wrestling was real, right? Right? And I remember I went for like my 11th birthday when we saw, I think it was, that's when I saw Hercules Hernandez wrestle Adrian Adonis. And it was a real small arena in Stockton, California, which if you go to Stockton now, they're going to steal your car because it's the number one car theft city in the nation. 248 cars a day.
Jesus.
Stockton Drive.
Facts.
I remember pulling out of the arena, and they didn't even have barricades in front of us. It was just chairs and then like 8 feet in the ring, right? It was a little house show.
No.
And so we go to like McDonald's to get food after. And then there's Hernandez and Adonis in the car getting drive-through together. And I was just like,
that's when you know it's bullshit.
And I was like, damn.
That's what fucked up Duggan and Snooker, right? They was riding around.
Oh, Duggan and Sheep.
Yeah.
They were but they was chiefing, but I mean, they wasn't supposed to be in the whip together though. You know what I mean? It was
like you read that story that Flair talks about one of his matches with Wahoo McDaniel, where Wahoo had a blade in his tight, and when he pulled Flair up, the blade came through the tight and stuck him in his eyelid.
Shit.
And he said, it's in my eye. We got to call it. And he said, no, they love it. So they rushed Flair to the hospital. So Wahoo came to see him, and security wouldn't let Wahoo see him because they still thought, there was that whole. So they protected that.
I'm here to see him. Not here, you ain't.
Yeah. So, but I mean, my generation, I love Flair. I mean, the thing I liked about Flair was you knew he was going to battle. I mean, he maybe only had 8 moves, but he was going to battle,
I love it.
The thing about Flair was it was the buildup. So what happened didn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. And Flair made everybody look good. I mean, if you can make Luger look good, then you know what you're doing.
That's fact.
Wow.
Shout out to Barry Windham.
But I remember
famous favorite wrestlers are Keith Steamboat. So.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the second best match I've ever seen in my life was Steamboat Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the second best match I've ever seen.
What's first?
The first War Games.
War Games was hard. Those War Games matches were hard. Those early ones were hard.
The first one, that was when they had, that was back when, the winner didn't get out.
Right.
And then they let you out, right? So you were supposed to stay there, right? It's not like, now where,
Shane McMahon can jump up the cage and
they ring the bell and some guy's over there trying to fumble through keys for 45 minutes to open the door, So
that's what always killed me about the WWE's cage is that it was open, and I would watch NWA and like you would see it was Flair and Harley Race that one Starrcade, and like ain't nobody getting into you the only person that's getting out is the one that counts somebody else out. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean singles match, I don't know, Flair Steamboat or Macho Man Steamboats. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could probably, I don't know if I ever remember watching a match where I felt like I had no idea who was going to win and where.
Yes. One of the last ones that we watched that you paid attention, you walked in was Styles Cena Royal Rumble 2017. When you got the 16 title run.
Yeah. Here you go.
But
he was like, he wasn't invested in Omega Okada.
Right.
Like he's not invested in that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think there was. I mean,
but he saw Cena do the AA roll through, pick him up again, and it was
that was dope.
Right. He's like he saw Cena early stage when I was watching, like that's my favorite, and he's like, I didn't know that he could do that now.
Well, I mean, God, he's so damn big. I don't know how he puts a shirt on, but
that's why you should have had Big Mike watch the Bryan Danielson Hangman Page match. They went an hour, and that was. I mean, I don't want to say it wasn't as crazy as I don't know who's going to win, because at a certain point, I think a lot of people realized, the match was going to end the way. Yeah, but I mean, in terms of a well-paced match between two people, especially somebody that's good at submissions and good at holds and stuff like that I kind of wish he had watched that instead of that MJF Dante Martin.
When we went to NXT Live, he was impressed by Finn Balor, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee.
I like Finn Balor. He looks like again,
he loses every week and they mock me for it.
But I mean, I would say one of the what was it?
And Dexter Lumis. You like Dexter Lumis? That's the guy with the gloves and the
Yeah.
I thought
Benoit Guerrero. Benoit Guerrero had some good matches.
Word.
I loved Chris Benoit.
There's a theme. There's a theme in the wrestlers that you like.
Talk to him, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
talk to him.
It's they're doing shit that's believable. It's a lot of technicians in
which is why you don't like Randy Orton.
Well, he can't wrestle.
Why you?
I love it.
It's just like his old man. His old man wore a cast for 21 years.
20 fucking years.
Somebody on the head, and it was like, I'll come back and I'll go make my burrito right now. I'll be right back, and it's wait for Orton to smack him. But we were talking about it the other. We were talking about it the other day. I don't know if there's ever been a better athlete in wrestling than Kurt Angle.
Well, it's questionable now because
but I would say for maybe since.
Would you say Bianca Belair now, Matt? Is that what you're trying to get at? Or
yeah, now it's questionable because it's like all athletic now.
He was the guy that made athletic guys say, "Oh, I can do." Yeah,
we watched 2021 and Shelton Benjamin in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
That was another guy. I like Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton was dope.
I thought he had, I like when he was part of that tag team. They were a good tag team.
They were good. I like them too.
But after that match, later in the show, it's Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, and that's the ultimate.
Yeah, but Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, say it. What about Shawn Michaels? Say it.
Who cares?
So what we're doing with another podcast is we're having Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
It's 20 minutes to hear this.
Last time I heard for 20 minutes.
I mean,
baby popped out.
I didn't like them when they were the Rockers.
Talk about it. It wasn't your style. That wasn't his style of wrestling. Yeah, I get that.
But I think I said something the other day. I said, well, the reason he can't wrestle anymore is because he doesn't know who's in front of him.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny. Which one of y'all hit me?
But what's funny? Dave was always giving me a hard time because I liked Lance Storm in ECW.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. So did I.
Yeah. Because Lance Storm seemed like when he came down to the ring, you would think to yourself, there's not very many people that Lance couldn't kick their ass.
Right.
He looked like he was kind of angry, and he could move. But I still think, and Davis always gives me a hard time about this, the best name that I've ever heard in professional wrestling, in my opinion, is Just Incredible.
Damn.
Hey, listen.
Big Mike and Math is about to do a podcast on their own. Watch.
Hey yo, yeah, it's paint dry.
Ever.
Yo.
See, this is why he's my dad. Look at him.
No, it makes sense. No, it don't make sense.
My cousin's favorite wrestler's signature move is the flying burrito.
No, that's Tito Santana. That's Tito Santana.
Pick one. Manny Fernandez, Tito Santana.
Manny Fernandez.
Tito Santana was never my Tito Santana was never my favorite wrestler.
He was one of the longest running Intercontinental champions. Champion guys. You know who else? I like Jake the Snake when he first came to WWF.
Jake the Snake was dope, though.
Because Jake might have been. Jake at one time in the company was definitely the best promo there.
Right.
Yeah, and he was believable. You were scared. right? Him and Martell, you know, and it was probably because he was high on crack, but
ain't no
on crack street.
I feel like British Bulldog later.
Yeah, but I mean, you saw Bulldog couldn't wrestle without Dynamite. He was just another musclehead. At least Dynamite could wrestle.
Oh, I thought it was the Dynamite pack.
No.
Got that Dynamite. Oh, so do I.
We had talks about like best tag teams of all time.
You guys asked me.
We had that conversation.
Yeah, I said the Glides. He said like he liked the Killer Bees.
I always liked the Killer Bees just because of because they were a real tag team in and out. Right. It was never, you know, one guy gets beat up for 20 minutes and then there's 2 minutes and then a finish. It was like, well, then just have a singles match. Why don't you just ring the bell? He'll run down, slide in, and pin somebody, and we can be over. Right.
So
that's why I like the Rocker.
Right. So you thought the Killer Bees were better than like Rock and Roll at Midnight?
No. I don't think there was anybody at the time when I was watching that was more exciting to go head to head than Rock and Roll Midnight.
I think I honestly think that if you get a chance to watch the stuff that the Usos and New Day have done, it will run up there with some of that Rock and Roll Midnight. That feud is one of the greatest feuds in pro wrestling ever.
But I honestly think that if you're talking about tag team wrestling when he knows wrestling, it's FTR.
Yeah.
That's what I told them when they came out. I'm like, these guys are supposed to be the throwbacks, and they know that like that's their things. They wrestled the throwback style.
Yeah.
Was that the guys in the Letterman jacket?
No, that's the FTR was the guy then the one with the
assless chaps.
The Judas Priest looking.
That's funny. That's funny.
But, I grew up watching. I mean, I can remember when Sting couldn't get over.
Right.
Now. That's like
he's coming down in the ring just like Michael Jackson with the Michael Jackson jackets.
He wrestled with that guy that was like Glazier with like the big unitard or whatever, right? And he didn't get over at NWA until he came in with Ron Garvin.
That's right. Yeah.
Another guy WWE ruined.
I don't remember that.
That was early. That would have been
early.
like
that was back when you were. That's back on a Saturday afternoon at 2:05 on TBS before the Braves game.
Damn, that's a throwback.
Yeah,
I don't think I was catching 205s, but I know because remember,
they were on the West Coast though. So
that's right. Nah, you're right.
That's
you're
the
right.
605. That's the 605 live he was used to.
And the best thing about that versus like that hour of TBS or of NWA back then, it was 15-minute Flair promo, but then it was the Warriors would come in, beat everybody up, and leave, and then you'd get Blanchard and Arn versus Ron and Sting for 20 minutes, and then you'd have some dark match, and then it'd be
Billy Jack Haynes versus someone.
Yeah, but
Billy Jack Haynes is WWE.
He was in Crockett for a bit.
It'd be Manny Fernandez or Coco Beware or whatever his name was at the time.
Bull.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Well, I always liked the Barbarian.
He would just
fuck
people up.
Dude. Yeah.
That's because he was legit hurting people.
Right. That's my shit. That's my type of shit.
Him and Haku.
He was a legit bocce ball.
Mink.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy that I liked a lot in AWA was Rick Martell. And then he came to WWF, and
before he was a model.
They didn't do well with him. Yeah, they say Rick Martell was nice
before
Vince.
Yeah, and he was a big kid too. He was another one that came. He was in AWA. I mean, he was probably pushing 230, 240. He was a big
muscle.
Kid. Yeah, muscle.
Was he Canadian?
Muscle.
Is he?
Yeah,
I believe he's Canadian. Yeah,
he's French Canadian. Yeah, he's from Quebec. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait. Big Mike, are you dipping?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know what? Hey, get him out of here. Get this guy out of here. Move Big Mike into the full screen.
This is amazing.
Hey, Mike, if you could come a little more toward the center,
and then we can get
that's perfect.
There we go. Perfect. There we go. Right there.
So I don't see the 49ers stuff. It's perfect. You covering up the 49ers stuff is absolutely perfect.
You went to the episode I listened to earlier. You talked about going to Atlanta and running the Usos, and you were wearing your Dez Bryant jersey, and you said like the camera was having issues, and they said Dez camera ain't working. They were calling you Dez, and I was like, holy shit.
Well, see, I grew up a Raiders fan. When I was a kid, they were the original Oakland Raiders, right?
Right.
And then they went to LA, and then they came back. And then, so one of my best friends in high school, one of my really, really good friends in high school actually was drafted by Tampa Bay and played, I think, 5 years in Tampa and then 8 years in Oakland, and then won a title with the Giants.
Damn. Who the hell was that?
You remember Reagan Upshaw? He was a D lineman.
I do.
I know that name. Yeah.
So Reagan and I grew up together.
That's a great football name.
Reagan Upshaw's hard.
He didn't play organized football till his junior year in high school.
That's insane.
Shit.
Yeah.
He must have been tackling motherfuckers from the block.
Right. They were like, you know what? Get your ass on the football field, sir.
Yeah.
Like the fuck. Stop getting these kids in the lockers, goddammit.
His dad is the head of administration at Cal. And he was Cal's very first team all 4-year academic All-American in football.
Word.
And his mom was our high school principal.
Hey, so Big Mike, don't you where do you play? Pool? What do you do?
No, I've been a PGA golf professional for 30 years.
Damn.
So how can I get my swing right?
I'll send you some. I'll send Davis some videos, and he'll send them to you.
So what's your expertise?
I teach everybody. I'm also I've been the head coach at St. John's University for the last 3 years. We're 14th in the nation right now.
Oh shit!
Congrats.
So you can get an old. I'm older. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit older than Davis.
He's 48.
I'm 48.
So I'm a lot younger than Cal, right?
Yeah.
I'm a lot younger than this motherfucker. So I'm trying to get my swing right because I can't get that bitch. I really can't get it off the tee. Pause.
I'll send you some stuff.
But that way he tells me is you just gotta keep your head down and just swing the arms.
Yep.
Yeah, but I thought it was hips.
I'll send you some stuff that will help you.
Okay. Hi, Big Mike. I appreciate it.
It is hard right now. It is hard right now to play golf in Minnesota right now. So
I bet.
We had the snow. We had the rain last night, then it froze the roads completely. So it's like
Jesus.
Yeah, the parking lot right now, Davis's parking lot, you could ice skate in. It's probably an inch of ice on the parking lot.
That's a normal day, ain't it?
Why y'all outside? Like you could have just been on your phone.
That big winter storm went through, and yesterday it was 62 degrees and raining.
What?
And there was thunder and lightning, and then now it's like 9 degrees now.
Yeah, it was 62 there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yesterday.
It's like 68 right now.
It's in the 60s now in Jersey, but
yeah, I ain't got no pants on.
It's not. It's. I ain't hear that. It's not going to be 9 degrees tomorrow. Is what I'm saying. That's.
I heard it.
That I no sell. Jerry Lawler. I didn't. I can't imagine a 50-some degree drop.
Well, last year we were at a tournament in Florida, my college team and I, in like early November, and it was really cold here. It was like 6 degrees here, and it was 105 where we were in Florida.
No, I'm not going back.
101 degree difference.
I'm not going back.
And you look into his picture, I'm like, I just got my sweater and my fucking peacoat. I'm like, this is amazing.
I wear shorts. I wear shorts and short sleeves until it hits about 20. Just at a spike.
Wait.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
So a 35 degree day, you got your legs out.
Yeah, I shovel snow in shorts and a t-shirt.
So do I. I do too. But
I can't.
Hold on, Big Mike. Do you know Tony?
If you need your driveway shoveled, don't ask Davis.
Nah,
he is the shovel.
You know when you drive by the road work guys and there's that one guy kind of leaning on the shovel?
That was no.
That's that boy right there. That's that boy
Look at
right
his
there.
haircut. Look at his haircut.
Look at his haircut.
He had the same haircut.
He don't have it now.
Right.
No.
He's 48. Well, be 48.
Wow, don't do that. Don't do
all
that.
right, legit question, brother Mike. Question for you. What is your preferred drink? What is your drink of choice?
I drink Coke.
No, I
don't drink alcohol. Never have.
Oh, never had.
Never have.
Okay. All right.
Never have.
D-
Nope, never have.
It's good. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, so the part of like so where I grew up in the Bay Area. So I grew up. I was a sponsored skateboarder as a kid.
The Yay area is what they call it.
The Bay Area. Yeah. So I was a sponsored skateboarder, and I was part of
the punk rock,
the original push of like the straight edge crew.
It'll make you feel good
when it came over from DC.
Wait. Can you skate now?
Yeah.
Damn. That's what I need to learn.
I had reconstructive hip surgery in 2014.
14? Damn.
From wear and tear?
From wear and tear, yeah.
Shit.
Is that from golf or is that from skateboarding?
From both.
Oh,
that's from dropping in the pool.
That torque on you.
So like my hip socket was bone on bone, and it was 5 times the size it was supposed to be from all the grinding that the grinding and the dust accumulated the hip to where it froze into place.
That's the Bo Jackson. That's what happened to Bo Jackson.
Nowhere near mature enough to have that conversation.
No, he's not. He's not.
We get the rack up later in the year.
A lot of swelling and bone on bone.
2016.
I guess it was 2016. 2016, yeah.
That's crazy. Well,
I can tell you. I mean, I can tell you that. So where I grew up, in my 7th grade
That's too
year,
close. You gotta be a little loose.
My 7th grade year, I went to a party to see this house band play, and it was Green Day.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah. They were in 8th grade from the high school next to us, and I remember buying a 7-inch vinyl record out of Billy Joe's trunk for $5.
Damn, you still got it?
Fuck out of here!
What
did you do to it?
I don't know. I've moved.
You told me.
I've moved like 500 times since then.
Probably sold that shit.
No, you definitely sold that shit.
You on the run?
You on the run?
Not anymore.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I respect it. I do
I'm
respect
settled
it.
down now. I'm legit now. I'm settled down.
I'm with it.
So when was the last time you smacked Davis?
Have you ever smacked him?
Yeah, when he was little.
Well, like when we'd wrestle with him as kids, and he would be legit like Walter, like.
I love it.
And then put me in like the arm.
I used to give him the chop, and then we'd go down and get him in the crossface.
Yeah. he'd wrestle like Walter.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. That's that. If fathers putting kids in your crossface ain't gonna be the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, just strike that from the record.
You gotta
strike that from the record. Just
let's get this.
Well, you gotta learn somehow. Right?
Well, here instead of smacking me, he won't let me drive him anywhere.
No, he's a horrible driver.
I could see that.
I thought he was just gonna call him a whore.
I could see
Mike, who the fuck got Davis on this no Uber shit?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, out here it's not. I mean, where you guys are from the East Coast, and because fam, you're in Texas, right?
No,
they're in Maryland. I'm in Jersey,
okay.
But yeah,
well, out it's bigger in the metro area.
Got you.
Right. See where we're at. We're
suburbs essentially.
We're like an hour 20 north of Minneapolis.
Ain't nothing out there.
And the difference, so you guys understand it because like I grew up in the city, so I get it. An hour 20 drive down here is 90 miles.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
You go to the city, 10 miles is an hour drive.
Right.
So I grew up taking, like I always give. So Davis has 2 younger brothers, 12 and 14, and they take the school bus. Well, I grew up, there was no school bus. You took the city bus.
Right.
Right.
I did high school. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, mom gave you $1 and you got a transfer ticket for that $1. So that was your way back.
I kept
here school bus drive hour, 5 minutes, to get one kid.
Jesus.
Nah.
Jesus.
Where I'm from, they're not coming to get you unless something wrong.
Correct. but Big Mike, but something Davis has this in his mind that the Uber driver wants to kidnap him.
He wants to kill him. His thought is he's going to get in the car, and that's the last car he's going to get into.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that lucky.
You know what?
They bring him right back.
Start the goddamn shit.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Take my son, please take him.
Oh my gosh,
Jesus, Big Mike. Thank you. I appreciate you coming through. This is it's been great to meet you. It's been great to talk pro. We have to start the show. And
Talk about this week.
There is a lot to talk about this week. And I don't want to bore you with some of this trash wrestling nonsense because you're clearly a man of integrity.
Taste.
Right. Refined pro, and this is no bullshit. Refined. I hear you talk about pro wrestling, and I feel like I'm listening to myself talk about. I'm dead ass though. It's like
he's got to go home and watch The Office for the 400th time.
That's how I go to sleep.
Yeah. I rotate between once I finish The Office, then I watch Park and Rec. Then The Office again.
Big Mike, you don't watch King of Queens?
I haven't in a long time.
I see that.
Bob's Burgers.
That show makes me laugh.
Okay.
Modern Family. You and Mom.
Me and Mom watch Modern Family.
Because
I'm watching Big Bang right now.
I've never watched this.
That's how I feel when I watch Modern Family.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Wait, Big Mike, what's your favorite episode of The Office?
Basketball.
That's my favorite.
Oh wow, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
That's a good one.
My favorite part is when Stanley dribbles the ball.
Yo, if I didn't know what you were talking about, I wouldn't be.
You stupid as shit, man.
Not this
Stupid.
laugh. No.
Nah, that's a great episode though. That's actually an amazing episode.
Yeah, that's to me. That's. I mean, it's. There's nothing like it.
Hey, you can come back next week.
No, I'm like seriously. We Math or family really just left. I wanted to start the show. Big Mike, anytime you want to come back, honestly, we may need to do.
I guarantee the audience reaction will be like, bring him back.
Where's the Vivi?
That's what I said. Like,
and we could do like old school Raw.
Semper Vivi and Big Mike.
That's why that one day when I posted the pic of him and the Hogan tee, I jokingly added Semper Vivi because it's they're both white mics. They kind of look similar.
But I'm saying, like at a
pocket era NWA, like
they probably like he might do so well in a conversation. It might bring the Mid Atlantic Wrestling Podcast. Yeah. I forget the name of it, but like he would be perfect for something like that. There's an
Magnum Ta versus Totally Blanchard. Like, oh, phenomenal.
Well, first of all, Magnum was phenomenal.
See.
First of all, motherfucker.
I mean, he was phenomenal.
Car rides growing up, he'd be like, let me tell you about War Games. I'm like, what's that?
Let me tell you.
I'm like,
yeah.
What?
All I know is that I really stopped watching WWF when Hogan wrestled King Kong Bundy in a dog crate. And I was like, that's not a steel cage.
Right.
I beg your pardon.
It was that fence.
The blue cage.
The blue cage. I could get my whole head.
The dog cage.
You say Hulk Hogan is like, yeah.
That was dumb.
Oh, but when I was growing up, he would order pay-per-views and watch them, and you would kind of be like, "Oh, that was good," but like this, it's not the same.
It's not
right.
But you wouldn't. You'd keep a kayfabe and be like, until Triple H, then you'd be like, "I'm going to go to the next room. Tell me when it's over."
Well, yeah, because I got to watch someone do this for 45 minutes.
Yes.
I mean, I like Motorhead, but I can only hear that song so many times.
Facts.
We were talking about it the other day. Shane O'Mac. He can wrestle.
Damn.
Hey, Big Mike, stop.
Shane can wrestle.
Just like that, you betrayed Matt.
If I had to watch Shane or Randy Orton,
wow,
I'm Shane all day.
Damn.
What?
Stand on it. Nah, stand on it. Stand on it.
My first episode, you guys, I said Shane McMahon and AJ Styles are the best match at WrestleMania.
I didn't
laughed in my face.
But I'm gonna say this: the Shane McMahon that your father's talking about is not the Shane McMahon that's been wrestling the last couple of years.
No, I'm talking Shane 12, 15 years when he come out with like the Yankees jersey.
He still does that, yeah.
Oh, that's
no, he doesn't.
Same goddamn guy. Same goddamn guy.
But he's older now. He don't need to be doing that now. Is my thing.
No, just sit around and count it. He doesn't even need to be on TV.
Right.
We'll get to that later. Yeah.
Man, I fucked up my sneakers.
Yeah, that was the whole. We were talking about who's gonna, because you could tell that something's wrong with Vince because it's going downhill again. So the old man's lost it.
Yeah, well, we're actually probably going to talk about it, but there's some quite possibly some internal things going on.
Mike Chioda had said, because he's a Shane McMahon guy, he had said some like.
Wait a minute, gun jumping, yo.
I still. Well, the thing is,
we're gonna say we gotta wrap it up.
Thank you guys.
No, Big Mike, thank you.
Hey,
really
Mike,
appreciate you coming through. Honestly,
I'm gonna send you my number. I'm gonna text you later.
Let me know.
I'll be back. I'm gonna walk him out.
No doubt. We don't need you anyway, Drip. No, I'm just kidding.
We need Mike. We need Mike.
Yeah, bring Mike
walk
back.
Him out. Walk him out, Mike.
Mike, walk him out.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
I didn't realize I was wearing the same hoodie I was wearing in the intro. We also gonna need a new intro. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but
it's coming.
It's too many niggas wearing the merch. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. Guys still working on us. It's your boy Cal, representing rockthedub.com. Everything Black Rasslin and all points in between. Drip ain't around, but as you can see, the rest of the squad is here. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Yo, IllFan79 on your social media choice, aka Skeeter Parker. Catch these webs.
Yo, get this bitch off of here, man.
Shoot the webs.
Shoot the webs.
I only use my hands.
Yo, that's absolutely disgusting.
No, it's really funny though. It's really fucking funny. This nigga.
Drip.
This nigga ain't even got a belt.
Drip. Fam.
Yeah.
Cal.
What's up?
Cal.
What's popping? Just looking at my
Cal, I wish him well, but at the same time, I wish a nigga would. Cal.
I do too, my nigga.
Every week we bring the gospel. It's food for your soul. Podcasters, we turned apostle. You need us, then we got you. At Math Damon.
That's true. We right here every week.
Damon.
Belt and all, bitch.
No, I'm not speaking on that. Damon.
Belt and all, bitch.
Davis, aka Drip, the man of 1,000 fits.
That's good.
It's that guy for BRP.
That's good. I
This
like
might
that.
be your last. This might be your last.
R.I.P. Drip. The
2020 to 2021.
The same week, Keeks out here co-signing Drip fans being called droplets. It might be a rap. The droplets. That's what I said, fam. I heard that.
Well, no, I mean, because then if they say droplets, hashtag droplets on the front, and then on the back it say that's how you get it.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Drip, I want to know how. Like we've seen you with us. Like we've seen how you operate with us.
Right.
How will you operate when we have V Live? Do you know what V Live is?
I've heard it, but
do you know what V Live is?
It's in Drake. It's in.
I know. No, I'm saying like it. Yeah, you know.
So it's
V Live just took me for a set. I mean,
it's one of them. It's one of them places, and we go down there. Hopefully, everybody make it down there. We go down there where Keek's at. That's Keek's normal routine for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
He gave me the rundown. That's where we at.
That's where her mama gonna be at. Her mama was at the wrestling show. I'm asking. I don't know who she rolled with when she be out in the world. She was on Twitter saying her mama was at the wrestling show.
I don't know if her mama, you know what I mean?
I hope so.
See?
Hey,
See?
Let's start the show. Though.
See? You heard what she said about me.
See?
He white?
Well, yeah.
He white's funny.
That's what she said.
No, I get it. No, trust me. No, trust me. I get it.
He white? Question mark.
It needs no explanation at all. I've been there.
He said he white.
He white.
Hey, but raised him eyebrow. He white.
He white. Yeah. No. Been there. Understand that.
Okay.
He
Shout out to
Rock. No, I mean, all right, so maybe that's when I go full Shane McMahon. Just
Jesus Christ.
And then jumping straight up
right into it.
We already got our itinerary, and we don't even know what the Comic Con is doing in America.
No, that's facts. It's
all I know is you'll see me in a cowboy hat, a Luka Doncic jersey, some PacSun jeans, and my white Air Force Ones.
PacSun,
the same ones from New York.
Because they'll be in pristine condition. I ain't wearing them shits out again.
He traveled with the box. I respect it. He traveled with the box.
It's like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Damn.
I'm not. Oh my god.
So
I'm wearing polo slides my whole time out there. Everywhere we go.
There's
feet out.
I mean, you did on the live episode.
Damn.
No, Gene Cena showed.
No, don't you blame that man, that great man.
That man.
What great man?
He said, "What great man?" It's funny.
What great man?
You let that man pick your whole foot up, though.
It's my older.
Well, that's because he was.
I just play my part. I'm the youngest cousin.
I see.
You know what I mean? I'm the youngest,
which is crazy.
So I play my role. I respect my elders.
You have.
Should we invite Big Mike to Dallas?
Listen, if Big Mike
want to tell us,
if
he'll be like,
we already invited Big
some
Mike.
good golf courses in Dallas. That's what it'll be like. Some good golf courses in Dallas.
Yeah,
like, we ain't.
He'll be golfing until the wrestling happens.
We invited Big Mike. We have withdrawn your invite, motherfucker.
Big Mike is married?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he can't come to Dallas.
He can't come.
Neither can
I had to ask.
Then so it's just me and Gene Cena, I guess.
No.
Wait, Matt, you ever when you was young, you ever
Gene
square up with
Cena
Gene?
and Drip will be an ill.
No, just the Drip and Gene connection.
You have it? I have.
I'm a
facts.
Cal, I'm gonna be honest. I've always been bigger than everybody.
Well, that's why I asked, because you said because you're the little cousin, but you not the little cousin.
But and the thing is, when me and Gene Cena would get into it, the joke is like, yo, I'll wear you.
Yeah, I'll fuck you up.
You put him across
because I've had him on my shoulders.
Ask him.
The thing
like
is,
I've legit
had him in the torture rack.
Had him up here and walking around.
Gene Cena is the only one of us that had a legit big brother that was he was already getting tossed around by.
Got you. So he knew.
Gene Cena always been a slim guy.
But the thing is, Gene Cena's big brother moved in with me.
Hey, you should throw you around too.
Word. You learn.
As Gene Cena's big brother threw me around when I'm the size I am now.
Damn. Wait. Speaking of how Fat Chicken doing? I ain't heard about Fat Chicken in a couple of weeks.
Yo, once Fat Chicken got caught up in that whole Bitcoin thing.
Oh shit!
I'm finished. That's very funny.
Like Fat Chicken was trying to turn 6 Bitcoin to 6 million.
He thought he got 6 Bitcoin. He thought it was Elon Musk.
He was watching Billions. Like, no, this is what we need to do. Short that.
Said, nigga, I'm buying the whole of Baltimore. What the fuck you talking about?
I'm like Fat Chicken.
The city is mine.
I'm like Fat Chicken. I knew this wasn't you when it wasn't saying 2 for $5. Like this ain't you, Fat Chicken.
If you don't understand, what my cousin has neglected to tell you is that his socials have been hacked, and that's what he was trying to. He was like, look. Hey, cuz, what up? You know, you get the deal. Hey, cuz, what up?
I'm from Forex trading.
Do you want to turn $5 into $5 billion?
Wait,
this ain't chicken. This ain't chicken.
Fat Chicken sworn off of social media now.
Nah, he back on because he
back on. He got a different name. It ain't his phone number after his name no more.
Can I follow Fat Chicken? He don't know me, but he don't know me.
No, he knows you.
What you mean he know me?
Nah, Fat Chicken tuning in, nigga.
Shut up. Fat Chicken is listening to me on the pod before.
Fat Chicken know you, man.
I need to meet. Before I leave this earth.
You do need to make a Maryland trip, my nigga.
I liked it down there, but it's been forever. It's been forever since I've been that way.
Hold on, when the time come, everybody gonna get their invite for that big bash and shit coming in April and shit. That's a fact. Everybody gonna get their invite. So drip. Make sure you take your time off, motherfucker. Cal. Take your time off from telling the Deska that you need off that week. You know what I mean?
Peace in the I've not talked to the Deska in a minute. Peace to her though. Shouts to her. I hope she's doing well.
I DM'd her yesterday.
Shut up.
Oh, fuck. That's a whole nother show. Hold on. Yeah.
So wait, speaking of people getting invites and being out in the world, y'all hit the it seemed all right. It seemed like it's been forever since we potted because we potted the day before Jeff Hardy got released. So there's a lot going on this week. But before we get into anything, I think we do need to do some type of no cap recap of ROH Final Battle because I saw my brothers was there. I saw Sleepy Zell was there.
Fighting more bottles.
He bodied all the bottles apparently, and then he took a nap.
He bottled two.
Too many bottles. Body all bottles. I saw Brian Ace Waters was there. Shane Taylor was there.
Shout out to Doc. Doc was in there. Corey was in there.
Wait, man.
I'm sorry.
Me and Zell went to the pizza stand, yo. Zell bought all the pizzas.
Let me get 4 pies, nigga. 4 of them.
I said, Zell, we not eating all them pizzas. He like, man, it's 4 of us. I said, Zell, it's 5 of us. It's 5 of us.
Well, he brought a bottle in.
We gonna eat these pizzas. We
gonna eat these pizzas. Jesus.
We gonna eat these pizzas, man.
Hey, cuz man's was wet too.
Oh, word?
Oh shit.
Yeah, Black John Stud man's he was talking recklessly.
Oh God. Oh man, I'm sorry. Back to the
I didn't know if that was his deal. If he usually talked reckless,
right.
Well, you were talking crazy. He said all kinds of stuff, man.
Word?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh God.
I said, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, Scott Harlow.
It's funny.
No, that wasn't Puerto Rican. That was Mexican.
No, that was P.O.
That's funny though. Was P? I know fucking baby.
I know fucking baby.
Fucking man.
I
fucking man.
Man, baby. Give me a kiss.
This bitch came on smoking a cigarette. I'm no baby.
You're no fucking baby, my nigga. My nigga.
Hey, yo, I know it's a P.O. Bing Bong video out on the net.
Gotta be. Bing bong. I'm sorry.
I'm waiting.
Why did that nigga say? Why did the nigga say? Joe Biden.
Joe Byron.
Joe Biden called me. They take me on a date.
Take me out to dinner. Hey, yo.
I'm waiting for.
Hey, yo, I know that nigga Big Body Bass is somewhere in Queens, pissed off.
Yes.
That nigga that took his whole steed.
Hey,
I'm waiting for Big Mike to get the episode after to see the episode after he leaves.
Oh, right after he
leaves.
Like, is this on YouTube? I'm like, it will be tomorrow. He's like, because mom will want to watch. So and I was just almost like,
Bing bong.
wait, am I good?
The niggas is here.
You're gonna have to cut the first 45 minutes on its own. Yeah.
Bing bong, the niggas is here is crazy. I'm sorry.
That might be
I'm
the episode.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
And this Saturday is a family Christmas party. So
oh shit.
Mick will be there, Matt. Mick will be there.
Please zoom me because I need to see Grandpops.
I'm riding with him there. So
I'm gonna probably have to clip the conversation with your pop. I will say, I mean, we got to get to this damn ROH show, but that was some good old school wrestling talk. That was some real.
That's what I've grown up with, literally all my life, like car rides.
Now we can talk the ROH show.
Now we can get to it.
What's up, fellas?
Peace to Black John Stud. Black
John
fam.
Is it fair to say, is Black John Stud like low key the fifth member of the pod?
No.
He gotta be.
Yo,
no.
Also, all right.
Big
So
Mike is number 5.
We were talking about how Gene Cena. We were talking about how Gene.
That's funny.
Let's go, John. Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Yay, man.
Yeah, John.
So we was talking about how Gene Cena was always a smaller guy. Our whole life. And so he grew up, and first his big brother was bigger than him, and then his little cousin, brother Mathematics, was bigger than him, and then his hanging partner a great deal of his life, Black John Stud, who
is bigger than all of us.
The whole time. You know what I mean? How many
One half of J&J security.
Facts.
How many fisticuffs have you and Gene Cena had over the years, Black John Stud?
I'd rather not say.
That many?
So when someone throws a punch at him, is it like the movie where he ducks?
It's been a million nights I had to pull him out of the. I got him on my shoulders. We're going out the club, so not because he's tired, just because he's drunk. So I'm like,
right.
So like me and Math at Legends, After Legends.
One night, Black John Stud and I and a bunch of our family happened upon a bar somewhere in the bowels of Richmond, the Richmond metro area, and John was putting grown men in the car like babies. Here you go, little buddy.
I know, baby.
I know, fucking baby.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a night. Never mind. Anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of nights.
Saturday night, man.
ROH final battle. I mean, how did it feel to be at the final ROH pay-per-view for? I mean, it was literally they called it the end of an era, right? Like that was the billing of the show. Did it live up to being that stamp, that final statement for Ring of Honor right now?
Yeah, because they basically, like, when we walked in, the merch stand was right there. Mm-hmm. They were selling shirts for like $1.
What?
There was a free bucket.
Yeah, like they had them like it was like a yard bucket.
Yeah.
You just grab whatever shirt and just gave them the money.
It was like going to the flea market and you just go through a pile. That's crazy.
So they were going crazy. My buddy I was with, he was trying to get shirts. So I think he bought like a event shirt. They wanted $30 for that because it was new, but like they had a whole bunch of just miscellaneous shirts that's there and like hats for like $1, $2, $5. So yeah, it looked like they were setting up for the end.
It's an interesting time for them with this shit.
Can I say something about that real quick? Because I listened to a pod that talked about the final Nitro, like, and all the research they did before is like they initially had a plan where like in a few months before it was officially bought by WWE, like in a few months we'll kind of we'll take some time off and reset. That was Nitro's original plan before it got bought out.
That was what Bischoff wanted to do. Yeah.
But then this was when they were trying to form the Fusient Media Group and all that, and then like they're like, we'll take some time off after TNT cancels us, then regroup. Sounds like this ROH thing is very similar with a company that's bleeding money and maybe wants to get out of the wrestling business.
Yeah, but I think the flip side is instead of like at some point Bischoff wanted the plan was we're going to reset, but we're going to reset to get back to the pro wrestling show. And Ring of Honor says their reset. It's a I guess you would call it like a hard reset pause where you would. It's a total different way of thinking. They're not thinking like we're a pro wrestling company. It sounds like they're trying to make a pro wrestling brand that they can then have people rotate in and out. It's gonna, if they can pull it off, it'll be interesting. But there's still a bit of time between now and April.
Yeah, that's what they.
So the thing I've been hearing, and I really heard it really from one source, is that like the company was booked well. They did a lot of stuff honorably as far as how the workers go. They were paying them niggas during the pandemic in front of no crowds when they didn't have to, but that ended up
that killed them basically.
That killed them. And there was a point even before the pandemic when Sinclair had taken over where they could have poured the money into the company the right way and got them in a position where maybe doing that wouldn't have killed them. Right. So while it's a reboot, it's a goodbye for a lot of those folks. They not messing with them niggas no more, man. Yeah. And you could tell by some of the promos that we heard in ring.
Talk about it, yeah.
We heard what we heard off air at the end when Gresham was talking about the company, and he talked about it being for the wrestlers and not such and such in the back and blah blah blah. And he said he's gonna push that name despite what some of the things that the company has done, as a promotion. So hopefully whatever becomes of all these ROH storylines that they really didn't wrap up nice and neat. They started new stuff. They started a lot of new stuff.
It sound like Braun Strowman and EC3 in them. They're like a faction. I read something like they basically just a squad now.
EC3 is the new Ultimate Warrior.
I honestly, that's funny. I honestly thought that they were setting up angles and different shit for other promotions.
Yeah, I was about to say this was tweeted an hour ago by Game Changer Wrestling. Jonathan Gresham versus AJ Gray at GCW Blood will be for the ROH World Title in a pure rules match.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yeah, he's only defending that with the pure rules.
So what? So my question is Jonathan Gresham the owner of that title?
No,
like how the NWA title was when Flair bought it, the down payment type of thing.
Right.
I'm going in during a black man during the pandemic. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're probably wisely banking on him because him, even if they don't see eye to eye him in the organization, there's power in him holding that title and representing that title the way it. Again, you talk about Ring of Honor. I mean, it's going to sound mad basic, but they shook hands before those matches. Like the way he's carrying that title is befitting of what they stood for. Even and the fact that he's doing that on his own, it doesn't seem like he's really they're not pushing him to do that. He's kind of just taking that umbrage. I mean, at least it's what it seems right now. It's they couldn't have had a better person to be that guy in this interim between.
I mean, and again,
now
it
and a
happened
reboot.
because Bandito tested positive, and he was just announced for PWG's Bola, which is
Quote,
upcoming.
quote. Yeah, I think that's.
You think he dropped the belt because he didn't want to lose?
Yes, he didn't want to drop
didn't
the belt. That's what I think.
Yeah,
to a nigga or just in general?
probably in general, because I think he doesn't want to lose and then go to another company and be looked at it like that. Because he'll probably be AW bound.
Drip, you said he got Ebola. What did you say?
No, he got.
At math, Damon.
Did you
On your
say
social media choice.
know,
1854.
Nah, he'll be
Ebola.
competing in PWG's Bola Battle of Los Angeles. Come on, don't do that.
That is kind of white though.
And they did basically. Gresham was pushing his company because he basically said he'll have the belt on his first show. So they
dropped the image like a day or two after the final battle. On I saw the image on Twitter. Like they specifically said ROH, or they referenced the championship. I forget exactly how it was said on the image, but because that the Terminus, that show coming up, right?
Yeah, like in January.
Yeah,
And they made an effort to push, like, he has that belt, the old ROH belt, and Bandito has a old one, like the newer one. So if they come back, they can maybe work toward the title versus title.
Right. With the Gresham Yami match, y'all was in the building. How'd y'all feel about that match?
To me, it was anticlimactic because you knew Lethal wasn't going to win. So it was just basically so you just basically waiting for the finish, and then when the whole roster came out, like it's wrapping up. So it was kind of like it was just kind of there for me.
Is it fair to say that because you guys already seen STP or you seen Shane Taylor win that match, and then there was that moment.
When I tell you these niggas when they bought these ladders out. You see old cutoff head, right here. Yo, what is the ladders for?
That sounds about right.
I was for jumping.
We were worried about who was going up that ladder. We was concerned
who
about
the fuck is going up the ladder.
Right.
The weight limit of the ladder.
There's some big niggas. Some big niggas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, I don't see Shane. I hope Shane don't try to go up that ladder.
Right.
So I was really worried about that. But yeah, that's what we were concerned about. And those ladders
there was legit a spot where when he was about to hit Shorty, when he was ready to hit Kitty off the ladder with the, you know what I mean? He had
the package pile driver. That spot.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He
He made the ref hold the ladder. Like, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Yeah. You sit here and watch.
You said you be ready when I kill this motherfucker. Yeah.
But no, he like, no, cuz I'm not walking out on that. You hold it steady.
Were we
right before he took that last step, he looked at him like,
make sure you got this shit. Don't kill all of us.
Listen, if
it was me, that's who should have won the belt. Shane Taylor should have won the belt.
The thing is I believe that Shane Taylor has been very vocal about doing what's best for Shane Taylor,
right?
Which is smart,
and might be less willing to play ball as much as maybe a guy who is trying to get a promotion off the ground and may need a little prestige, as in maybe, I don't know, a title with a legendary lineage.
No, you're right. You're right. I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that may be the difference. He
tweeted earlier today about
a checklist.
Yeah, he had a list of where he's been or who he wants to face and all that shit. I mean, Impact was on there. Number 51 was on that shit. There was a lot going on there. Shane Taylor, holla. Was the Black Rasslin account the first account to have the image of everybody with the fists?
Well, I mean, we had to be.
I would say yes.
Because your mic off, champ.
Is water wet, nigga?
No, you're right. You're right. My bad, man. I'm sorry. It's
porcupine hair swine.
It's a poor pig's pussy ball.
I do
Thankfully, Big Mike isn't here anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, Big Mike wild. Big Mike wild.
He said that's the real meat raffle.
He said it's better when you get the meat. They just open the chest, you get the meat right here. Now they take you right to the number.
Now you got a card and you can buy.
You take all the fun out of it.
You take all the fun out of getting that meat. He said. I forget who was on Twitter. They said something about somebody has shared another image of STP and all them in the ring with the fist, and they quote tweeted, and it was like, "Oh, Black Rasslin got 24 hours to make this image their avatar," and
somebody said that.
Yeah, and I tweeted them back, and I said, "Oh, why wouldn't we use this image?" And I showed him the tweet when but also
suck my dick.
But also, well, this is the thing. Because this is the thing. Because that's facts. Because you can't tell me that somebody like there was too many people liking and retweeting that one image. My phone blew up the whole 3 days. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You ain't see that, bro?
Man, you know what we is.
You got enough juice to be atting us about some.
Well, you know what? Which you know what it is.
At Black Rasslin on Instagram. I'm just saying, like, come on. Real recognize real, and if you saying stuff like that, how you look?
You look unfamiliar.
Can I live?
Well, that's also just facing.
Y'all got beef?
No,
we always got beef.
It's not beef.
Because of these angry niggas right here.
I stay angry. I be frustrated. Come on.
You know what Cal's secret is?
I'm always angry, baby. I'm always angry, baby. Rah! No, but ain't no nobody saw that shit before we put that out there. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
I think you posted it like right at like soon. I was like, get the picture. Soon as you took the picture, it was up just like that.
It was. I'm not even gonna go back and check the numbers because that shit don't even matter. But come on, pay attention. But the sad part is because I remember seeing the image and then hearing about what Shane Taylor said, and then the next day finding out that whenever they were whenever they should be showing the promo on the pay-per-view, they were cutting to CM Punk talking about
and the crazy thing is, like, they did all these pre-tapes all during the night, and like they would show them, and the crowd would pop, like they were actually at the event. But when they threw the CM Punk thing up there, nobody popped because they were in the middle of that. Like they were still doing that in the ring, so they just played it, and it just played to the back to no reaction. So they could at least held up, 15 seconds before they posted up there. But like I kept saying Saturday night, I said that's exactly why this company's going out of business, because of dumb shit like this. So
yeah, tone deaf, real tone deaf. But yeah, it sounded like Shane Taylor is he knew what
Sinclair.
Right. Shane Taylor knew what Saturday night was, and he said, "Let me get my shit off, and then take my squad to the next destination."
There's only one, not to cut you off, okay? There's only one brother that didn't make it out there, and that would be the world champion.
Did you just not hear what I said? A couple. Never mind.
He heard you. He heard you.
I know you was giving a politically correct.
Yeah,
that's what I just said. That's the one person who didn't come out there. Even Caprice Coleman left the commentary that. So
Big E would have been out there.
Yeah, Big E would have been out there.
Xavier Woods would have been out there. I'm not saying no disrespect. Obviously, I can't fault that man, but Big E would have been out there, and Big E got to face 3 niggas January 1st. He would have been out there. Outside of those 2 major, like what else was y'all feeling off the live show? I know Cheeseburger was there. Cheeseburger, he won. He was trash.
Cheeseburger represented.
Jersey. Sorry.
That nigga was super trash.
Did he?
Cheeseburger was super trash.
You gotta stop disrespecting that man. He said stop calling him cheeseburger.
I was about to say, let me look up that weekend. What do you say?
His name like World CB or some shit. World famous CB. Well, the thing is, if you've been cheeseburger for like 10 years and you want somebody to call you something else, you can't have CB. Like that's too close.
Hey, yo,
Like
so I had my pops had this homeboy who had the wild, ill nickname. My whole life, he came to the house. It was never Uncle or Mister. It was just this wild nickname. So, and it wasn't even that wild. It was just it's different. Some real
is it too wild for the YouTube?
I just don't want to call a man.
Type it in the chat.
Yeah. I want to know what I
Sweet Dick Willie.
And that man's name was Richard Blood, aka Dick Blood.
Dick Blood is crazy.
And that's when Pam was like, "You're my favorite wrestler."
There you go. In person.
That's crazy. Now, what else was y'all feeling from the live show?
What was our section personally? Who, besides Shane and man, what was our section more concerned about? What was the number one thing we were concerned about all night?
Willow Nightingale.
Ooh.
That's it. That was, and that she lost.
Willow made that girl like $1 million, man.
Facts.
But yeah, that was a highlight of the show for most of us.
And then Deonna Purrazzo came out.
It just
Yeah.
How did y'all feel when y'all saw Braun Strowman?
That was a cool moment.
Yeah, but like the crowd was like kind of like once the shot that he's coming out there.
All right, so no, because this was a very, very pro. Let's keep it a bill. This is a very pro, like AEW type of crowd.
Right.
They weren't.
Roman is not a guy that the AEW faithful are fans of.
Right. Right.
He's a superstar. You know what I mean? And when I say superstar, not like he's a big deal, but he's a WWE built guy. Mm-hmm. And so I liked it, but I didn't think that the crowd. I thought the crowd was gave it the reaction they was going to. The internet doesn't really care for Braun Strowman.
Yeah, but basically the highlight of the show.
Andrew Shear, what is his name?
Adam Shear.
Adam Shear, yeah.
Adam Shear, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Now Titan, isn't that what they're calling him?
I don't care.
Titan? Is that his name?
Thanos.
They better not.
I thought he was calling him the Titan because he said, "Bring out the Titan." That's what Ultimate E
release the Kraken.
Yeah, that's what it
that's
sounds
basically
like.
what he said. And then you know what I mean?
Strowman came out. That's what they said years ago. That's what they were supposed to name the Big Show when he first left WCW. But then I think they said it on commentary WCW Nitro, and then they changed to the Big Show.
The Titan.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's not working. It's not working for me.
But the biggest thing I think on the show was, of course, the FTR.
Yeah.
That once that happened, the crowd was kind of like dead. But
John, you're gonna have to listen to the first 45 minutes to hear what my dad said about Dax Harwood.
I mean, hey, I got it. I mean, if you know what Judas Priest, like if you know what, Google image search Judas Priest,
Jackson Parwood,
and see what they was wearing, and you'll understand where White Mike was coming from.
Nigga said he had chapped ass out.
Yeah, he said his whole asshole was in the ring showing.
But not if they showed up and went face to face with the Briscoes, right? And that was like the big, like, oh, another tag team for FTR to try to show how great they are, but actually they're being carried.
Damn.
You still got beef with them.
Well, yeah.
Drip, you too small to have beef with you. I don't want it. I can't shoot everybody.
Matt said somebody got to fold you at some point.
I got 12 bullets. That's all I got.
I got 12 bullets.
And 4 of them are already spoken for.
Nah,
Four of them bitches
that's
are
funny.
spoken for.
That's funny.
1, 2,
Don't. Bullet time.
Four of them bitches are spoken for.
I've been to Detroit urban survival training.
Oh no, God damn it.
Grab the barrel of the gun. Shit, you ain't firing that shit.
Yeah, you do that fast. You do that Wesley Snipes hand to hand bullshit like.
Nah, facts. Why not? Wesley Snipes was in all. He was kung fu and he was kung fu.
Karate. He was a karate man. Yeah.
Was he a karate man? A legit karate man.
Yeah.
When he wasn't Shadow Henderson. When he was blending the honeys. Your Shadow Henderson blending honeys. Always been on black.
Shadow Henderson. I steal that one line from Mo Better all the time. You play the shit they like and people will come. That's all it is.
You grandiose motherfuckers don't play shit they like.
That's actually all facts. Debate your mama.
We play the shit they like every week.
Facts. Look, apparently we play the shit they like so much. They at the AEW show calling Keeks. That's not my. We was on this pod. Told them ain't nobody call her Keeks, but she said it was white people, it was black people, it was Mexican people, it was all types of people. Say, hey, yo, Keeks.
Send out flowers to this month. Whatever the URL is, send out flowers there.
BlackRasslin.com. BlackRasslin.com, YouTube.com/Black Rasslin.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to give away a PS5?
What?
We hit 1,000?
I'm gonna say this. In lieu of flowers, just hit the subscribe. If that motherfucker's if you on YouTube right now, hold up. If you on YouTube right now,
there you go with this shit.
And that subscribe button is red, click that shit. In lieu of flowers. You subscribe to all these other niggas, they ain't doing the shit we doing over here. Is they?
Nope.
Nah. They ain't got Black John Stud on
they don't.
That's why it's flourishing.
What podcast had Gene Cena like these?
Gene Cena.
One.
The Corner Podcast. Those wrestling girls.
Shout out to
Gene
Waters.
Gene Cena with the motorcycle Gene Cena.
Motorcycle. I saw a picture months ago and I'm like, no, this isn't real. Then seeing it live action, I'm like, ain't no way.
That's him.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way, boy.
No. You look like Duke Dennis.
Ain't no fucking way, boy.
You got the beat. He be rocking the beat. He usually had the orange John though. That's you. Anyway.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no fucking way. It's not a lot here, but I did want to at least update. Unless did y'all have anything else about ROH? All right then. When we were speaking last week, the Jeff Hardy situation was kind of in flux. You'd seen the video of him just kind of dip out the arena. I saw another clip where he was I guess in the crowd on the floor, like taking pictures. He kept doing these with people and shit. And
you know what this Matt does? I'm getting out of here.
That's what he did. He did these. But no, well, I will say it was good to because like that was a Thursday. I want to say by like early this week, you were seeing images of him with Matt and there was a shot of him and Matt and Matt's wife and the kids, and he's like Jeff's smiling. Matt's calling him brother Nero and shit. Apparently, they said that he's matter of fact, I think he was talking today. He's going to be going on tour. He's doing an acoustic concert and meet and greet tour throughout this weekend.
I think it's on the night, I think, or tomorrow.
Yeah, it starts the 16th in Wisconsin. He's going to hit. He's doing 2 shows in Illinois, one in Rosemont on the 17th, one in Rockford on the 18th. Then he's going to be in Iowa.
That's AEW territory.
Yeah, he's on the acoustic concert / meet and greet. What's up,
Cal?
What's up?
I remember when my cousin went on the acoustic tour. Oh, all right.
Jesus Christ. Do y'all is he done?
My cousin? Yeah.
Brother Nero, Mr. Jeff Hardy. Is a wrap for him?
Nah,
he got one more run in him.
he's a wrestler. It's never done.
It should be.
It should be, but
Man, if you're stupid.
they'll find out.
You
take that show on the road, baby.
It honestly, it looks like stupid as shit.
Shout out to Hustler.
I'm out. Jesus. I was gonna say. Never mind. I
help but laugh at his laugh.
That train said, and we got too much shit to talk about anyway.
I said I don't think this was him having an incident. I think it was him being like, I'm just like I said, Vontae Davis, like at halftime, like I'm done. I ain't going back out there. Like,
well, I did. Well, because when I saw Matthew, stupid as shit. When I first saw the video, it looked like it was one way. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the match. It was a
tag match, right?
It was a tag match, and he was in the match. He was getting they was beating the shit out of him. He got the hot tag. He was with Drew McIntyre. Yeah,
I think it was against the Bloodline. I think
it was Roman and the Usos versus Drew, him, and I feel like it was somebody else. Xavier Woods, I think, was the other person. And Jeff got the hot tag. He tagged in Drew. He laked on the ground and then just hopped the barricade and dipped.
Yeah, Drew, Jeff, and King Woods against the Bloodline.
When there was other videos. I saw the one because he was like when he got to the ring, he kept holding his abdomen. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. He looked like he was injured, but it also looked like he was stepping back to what he'd been doing. But I'm saying that once he's gone, he's released from WWE. Everything I've seen him in since, he looked good. Pause. He looked like he looked happy.
You hurry up because you look good.
Nope. Nah, he God damn it. He looked like he looked like he's in good spirits. He looked like he is enjoying himself outside. I hope he's enjoying himself outside WWE, but realistically, I hope the nigga's just taking care of himself. Honestly.
So is it because the thing that was said was it the flim flam? Or did he get himself released? Is one of the things that people have enjoyed running to as a theory. What do y'all think? Did he did?
Was it a work?
I think he planned it. Yeah, I think it's for him to get out of there. I think then going back on tour, he was like, nah.
Is a pig's pussy poor?
I didn't like it when you said it 20 minutes ago.
Is Matt Damon's favorite wrestler Pat Patterson?
Gee. see, that's that Big Mike. That Big Mike came back to the
that was just to pop. Like John said, he was like,
yeah, that's funny. There's a couple of I got some conspiracy theories. I can't get into the one right now. I don't want to be on record with that situation. But it's a couple of works out there. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Is speaking to people in and out of WWE. A lot of people were. It seemed like a lot of motherfuckers were surprised that Kevin Owens re-signed with the WWE. They was ready for him. Everybody assumed he was going to be AEW bound.
No,
not me.
No.
AEW fans, they did, but yeah,
right.
I mean, he'd be a fool he'd be a fool to go there because it's gonna get more money in WWE, and they've got like a full roster already. So
Yo, Their pillars are getting slid down, and I didn't think when people were saying, "Yo, that's what's going to happen is everybody's going to get slid to the internet shows because all the ex-WWE guys are going to be on the TV." And God dang it, that ain't happening. I didn't think it was going to happen that way, but that is definitely what's happening. Is all of
That's cutting all those people. He know they're going to snap them up. He figured that's going to bloat that roster up, and then. Another thing outside of AEW, the whole Urban Meyer situation, they still got to pay that man. So that's another way.
The ultimate finesse. No offense to Chris Bay, but the ultimate finesse are Urban Meyer.
So they still got to pay that man. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully that money.
The second most ultimate finesse. Yeah. Chris Bay, I saw a video of Chris Bay. He said, "We didn't win the titles. I want all the belts. Give me your belt." And made the nigga take his belt off. He gonna beat him with that belt.
I thought he was gonna say, "Nigga, yo,
nigga, give me your belt." I was waiting. Actually, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for a whole N word, but he couldn't do that backstage at Impact.
Shit.
He would have said.
I don't think they think they would be like, "We need the attention."
You think they would have let a nigga fly on Access?
They let a nigga fly a week. Haven't you seen the Chris Bay match?
That's good. That's good. That's good. I need an applause button. I need a video that's like this, but for like a round of applause.
I need the D Brown. I need the.
You said you need the D.
I mean, he always does.
I seen y'all niggas in person. Yo. I'm gonna see y'all again.
Not me.
Nah, not you for sure. Not me for sure, nigga.
What that mean? What you saying? You what you saying? Word. Yeah!
I would have to throw myself at Matt like Darby Allin and he would just be like stiff arm, like nope.
Wait, what? Yeah. I didn't know that was there. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That's gonna be the Jeff Hardy concert.
I'm sorry. Shout out to my champion. God damn it. Now, yeah, Kevin Owens, he said, my contract still ends on January 31st, but not 2022. He said several years, and realistically, it's because he's thinking of his family, which, I mean, duh.
Price of the brick going up.
Duh.
It's only so long you're going to jump off the top of the Titantron.
But you know what the other thing is?
I mean, he had that great tweet this week about like the bump he took against Lashley. It was like that was the third most painful bump. Here are the other two, and one was like Nigel McGuinness throwing him against the apron, where like he legit was like, as soon as he threw it's like, oh shit, like.
It's my thing with Kevin Owens is, while I understand that he's got like Kevin Steen, indie cred, all that shit, he was destined for the main roster, and I think. You see, I don't know what Matt's looking at, but
Will.
Yeah, let me. Kevin Owens is kind of destined for shining in the WWE, if you know what.
Well, if you've heard him talk, he loved WWE growing up. He wanted to be in the WWE. You know, Austin and Brock Lesnar were his favorites. So
exactly.
But again, and as close as he was with like Adam Cole and the Bucks, that's why I thought he'd go just like. Why Adam Cole went was to join up with them, and
it doesn't make sense, Drew.
It don't make sense. He would get lost in AEW.
It's too many. Like if he maybe a year ago, but like now they got so many other people that.
Hey, cuz, real question. Do you know what Adam Cole's storyline is?
I kind of think they got him in a holding pattern until O'Reilly comes over, and then Omega comes back, and then they go with the whole Elite versus Undisputed Era.
I'm just asking.
So
Do you
white
have
on
a
white.
He don't really
timeline?
have, that's the thing. He don't really have one. It's just like he's just there.
This is the
He getting kissed by men.
Yeah.
He does that every week.
Every week he gets kissed by 2 men.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. Like they had so many people. Like Jay Lethal's already on Dark. Like they brought him in for that one match, and now he's just like
stay on Dark.
Another person.
And don't forget, they touted Tony Nese as the hottest free agent, which was like the biggest fucking lie ever told.
Where's Tony Nese, Drip?
He had one match.
Yeah, one match on Rampage. And then,
where's Miro? We haven't seen Miro in like a month. Like they built him up, and then
well, he came back with that video package last week. It seems like they're trying to restart him again, maybe for a main title feud.
Last time I saw the hottest free agent, Tony Nese, he was on Elevation.
Shit.
Jay Lethal back on Dark. Leo Rush, who's had incredible matches, is on Dark. Granted, he's had some vignettes on, I don't know what shows they're on, but those are on TV. You have the FTW champion who is hurt, but we see him on Dark all the time.
Right.
You have all of the talent that aren't in main storylines.
All on Dark.
So all the black people are on Dark.
And now we're kind of wondering what will Andrade do when he comes back because the Cody feud's done. Dark. Malachi Black's picking on the Varsity Blondes for like some reason.
Because what did he do to the valet?
He spit in the he spit in her eye.
The mood of it. But they're bringing a big tattoo dude from
Brodie King.
Brodie King, yeah.
Brodie King, who's his actual partner outside of.
Yeah, I think they're currently the PWG.
They're the PWG champions. Yeah.
Speaking of Brodie, we recorded on Brodie Lee's 42nd birthday. R.I.P. Brodie Lee.
Rest in peace. 42nd?
42nd, yeah.
42.
He would have been 42 today, yeah. December 16th. I believe him and his wife, they would have celebrated their wedding anniversary like earlier this week.
Yeah, 42. She had a Players Tribune article about that as well.
Yeah. I don't follow a lot of that stuff, but I see Brodie Lee. Yeah, he was born December 16th, 1979. I'm sorry.
Shout out Gene Cena, whose birthday is coming up.
Oh, word, peace to him.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks as well.
Shout out to Gene Cena. Shout out to Banks, but I'd say shout out to Gene.
Chris Ann as well. Yeah.
Chris Ann as well. Shout out to
Britt Waters, I think too. A bunch of people. Yeah.
Oh, Britt Waters too.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Shouts out to my meteorologist, my traffic woman.
We're talking 42 years old.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry.
No. But 42.
42
That's like
crazy.
Everybody here is touching 42.
That's 2 years from now.
I'm 16 years away from that.
But that's closer than what you think.
Right.
Yeah. No.
In the grand scheme of things. What's the name? Hub from the Roots died at 62. 62 is young. 62?
42 is too young.
69 is crazy. 62 is young. 42 is ridiculous.
That's insane.
Especially for again, we didn't get into it, but you was talking about the Usos. I was gonna say if your pops wanted to watch some modern tag team wrestling, he probably should have got some of them Usos, Wyatt's or Bludgeon Brothers, whatever they call, their series of opening matches for those tag titles was hard too, and it was different styles, but they was making sure it was still tag team versus tag team. But yeah, shouts to Brodie Lee. Rest in peace. I think because I saw the images that the WWE shared on Instagram. I'm like, I need to get my beard. Like his beard was great. I'm like, I'm in dedication. Like this time next year, my shit need to be like these.
You don't got the tank top to have that beard.
Yeah, the dirty white tank top and the brown pants. Yeah, if I could get the beard, I'm letting on my chest hair grow, and I'm gonna have the tank top
to get the beard.
Oh, so I got to get the tank top and get it dirty, and then
get the tank top. Eat.
Is that what's gonna happen at V Live?
I mean, why not?
You don't know what's gonna be on that tank top as you lie.
You know, you may know who we are, but you don't know why we're here.
No, you know why we're here.
That's funny. We've been talking a lot about AEW. We mentioned
Matthew's counting down the days. He's like
to V-Live.
200 days.
I ain't counting the days. I was counting the days last summer.
Last summer. Once they said Dallas. Huh?
Years ago.
Years ago. How many years ago? Years ago.
With the Ahmed Khan.
With the Unicron, Decepticon. I'm sorry. I can't make the Transformer sound, but you know what I'm saying. And
Sound wave.
Who the fuck came up with that? This nigga's a car, but then he turned into a robot.
Nigga fuck around, turn into a box of chicken.
see, it's a 2-piece, right?
Motherfucking lemon pepper wings.
They call the Transformer Lemon Pepper. And he's just a fucking wing sitting in there.
Bumblebee, why? Because you're black and yellow.
Hey, Drip, play this part at the Christmas party.
Lemon Pepper.
I really don't tell my family much about the podcast, but they'll hear and they'll be like, "Wait, so they'll ask me because I didn't see my family last year with COVID going on. There wasn't a family Christmas party last year, so they'll be like, so again, what is this Black Rasslin again? And I'll be like, well, it's a podcast about wrestling, and yada yada yada. And,
yeah. Well, Drip, what you do when it's time for the party, you kick in the door like this. I'm sorry. I had to.
I should. You know what? I'm gonna. I'll be on IG Live.
I hate that. I love that was there.
Motherfuckers.
I'm sorry.
Because you're gonna have to explain a lot of this shit, like V-Live,
right?
Like watermelon pudding.
No. 37 crack in the hole.
37 crack in the hole.
Your pops could probably. Your pops was talking. He's the one
said when he was talking about Stockton. He also didn't want to be like it's like the meth capital of the world. But
he said Davey Boy Smith was on that crack. That's why he couldn't. His ring work went down.
He said Dick the Snake was on crack. I said Davey Boy Smith was.
Yeah, but he co-signed it. He co-signed that shit. He knew what time it was.
He was like, he do be getting high.
He do be on that shit.
That is correct.
I seen him on the way. Bryan Danielson, I want him to be my AEW champion. I'm not gonna say I'm not
He's like stomping on people, holding their hands, like
I don't know what that move is called, but when he grab your hands, he's stomping the shit. That's the best. Cattle mutilation, all that shit.
That's called the CTE.
I love it. I love it.
This is what I feel like every day when I wake up.
Bam! I love that. That's one of my favorite moves. Y'all could love cattle mutilation, all this other shit. Give me the stomping on somebody's face and head in the middle of the ring.
That's where it's like, oh shit, he's serious. Like
he's a good heel. I like the Bryan Danielson heel situation right now.
So he's one of the great guys that can wrestle heel or face.
Mm-hmm.
That is called the gentrification stomp.
The gentrification stomp. I knew it had an ill name. That's the gentrification stomp is my Black Rass of the week. It's not, but that move is hard. I mean,
when do y'all pick Samoa Joe for Black Wrestler of the Week?
I mean, why not?
His nose. He's got a nigga nose.
Yeah. You said I think you also. Never mind. Don't go back into the archives. People don't go back.
With that nigga tie. That's what That's what I think of. That's what I think of immediately.
Here now.
He said,
"What is a nigga? Nigga here now."
He said,
"We used to fuck dwarves in the ass." is what he said. Like
nigga spoon. Frosty. No,
Frosty.
Fuck.
He good. He good now.
He said you somebody nigga with that nigga tie. Shouts to
See,
Kevin Hart.
That was
Hart,
words at me.
Kevin Hart, like, Kevin Hart lifted his tie up and let it go.
Yeah.
Y'all was like, oh.
That is probably one of the greatest
That is,
scenes
no, it really is.
in cinema history.
He's supposed to snuff him right there.
And well, the thing is, I'm gonna say this:
if you man, yeah, this my fucking man.
we'll mash you. If you
got shot with you,
both y'all.
He said, I ain't doing nothing. It don't fucking matter. If you go on YouTube,
That's me in Dallas.
This thing. If you go on YouTube,
go on right on. He'll be right on Cuz's shoulder. Take this.
What'll happen? Someone first like, yeah, that's fucking us. You got something to say? You got something to say?
That'll be the no, Matt. This is what'll happen. Drip will be there at the spot early with Banks. We'll be walking up, and Drips is outside in somebody's face. Yeah, they'll all mash you. Oh shit, Math, get him. That's it right here.
Nah.
I know Gene Cena and Black John Studd. I know JJ Security will.
I know Gene Cena is what he's jumping over the crowd.
I know Cal. Cal's gonna be like this.
I've seen him jump over the crowd. With a stinger splash. Yeah,
as long as he wasn't pulling a Jeff Hardy.
He jumped smooth into an ass whipping. Jesus Christ.
Like Shelton Benjamin with the sweet chin music. Like, oh,
he stinger splashed into an ass whipping.
I respect it.
Yeah, until you get in your ass whipped with him.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm like these. This shit going on World Star.
Get that nigga. He got the same clothes they got on.
Especially for all our hoodies. What y'all, some sort of marching band?
Deep Ellum up. Niggas in Black Rasslin hoodies down Deep Ellum. I think they have a white with them as well.
White. There's one white. Oh shit.
I said, David, you was fighting?
Yeah. Oh man.
If we don't get into fighting Dallas, then what's the point?
Yo, who we fighting in Dallas?
Everyone, Cal.
Whole squad.
Everyone.
I'm with it.
It's a whole bunch of.
What did Michael Corleone say? Do you feel the need to take out everyone? Just my enemies.
Hey, my enemies.
That's facts. That's actual. Can I live? The internet was quick to call Bryan Danielson Hangman Page. I think the AEW YouTube said instant classic.
That's a little less. People would just call it. That's something people kind of do.
Well, Tony Khan was spurned by the West Side Gun, so he was like, you know what? We have
wait. See, a couple weeks ago, there was a video that went up on the Black Rasslin Instagram of a little boy. It was video like over his shoulder. And it wasn't. It might have been you, Drip. I don't know where you was at. But this little white boy was so into what was going on in that ring. Like you could feel the pad. That's West Side Gun. And I love that they had the 2-second clip and then it could be like, yeah, up on NXT. But then they had him backstage. And he's like, yo, I'm at Survivor Series. I'm at SummerSlams. I'm at Raw. Like he said, what he said. I forget what family member he mentioned, but he was like, "Nah, I got it." You know, I've been watching wrestling
or something like that.
It was Aunt somebody he mentioned. He'd been watching. That's where he got his love for wrestling. But he's just like he held on to that shit that he felt, I guess, when he was a youngin', and now he's financially set. So he could just hop on a jet and fly to fucking Full Sail or Chicago, wherever the ill shit is. But you think that announcer man was pissed?
Tight.
He had to have been
tight. There's a whole lot of questions about that. So did you think Wes knew he was going on cam? Because you muted.
Yes, you are.
I am.
I'm is.
I am.
They probably somebody from WWE probably reached out. He posted that tweet a couple weeks ago and set that up.
Because that's my question is because it was first of all, it's very smart.
Very smart.
They jumped right on that.
Real quick, he said shouts to his Aunt Jenny. That's
Aunt Jenny. Aunt Jenny.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was very smart. For again, after he was like, they ain't fucking with me. It was a couple weeks ago. He said, I'm at all these wrestling shows and nobody showed me no love.
Right.
They probably sent him tickets.
Can you imagine after Action Bronson has one of his songs prominently featured as someone's theme song, which I'm assuming we'll get to, that Wes may or may not have felt the way. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got on the phone and was like, "Get me that nigger in Buffalo."
Is Rick Rude from Raw to Nitro?
It's
what a difference a day makes.
He's still not going. Yeah, he was just on TV with him too. Who knows, man? He's gonna be at every show still.
No, it's just him. That's ill though.
Him and a little Arab man be next to him. It'd always be a little Arab.
It's always his man. That's his man's. Yeah, that's his man's. Now, shouts to them for doing that. It was again. As jaded as I've been for 20, 30. Yeah, I've been jaded my whole life. It was good to see that Gunn is still holding on to that childlike wonderment when it comes.
My whole life, man.
It's facts.
A couple of times did right.
Can I live?
Well, that's the thing about this instant classic match is like when you were watching, did you feel like, man, this is great wrestling again, or were you?
I was not planning on watching. I don't normally tune into Dynamite like that. It just so happened that Brother Math was like, "Oh, this match is first," and I said, "Oh,
yeah, that was a flag there."
Oh,
that was a flag.
And I tuned in
because they kind of booked themselves in a corner because they couldn't have Hangman lose the belt
right
on his first offense, and they couldn't have him lose like Brian win. So it was like they just had to do once they started off first.
It also still would have been a good story because it would have shown that Hangman, he might have overcome Kenny Omega, but he doesn't still have it to beat.
They took too long. The problem is they took so long to build him up. He can't lose his first title defense.
I know that's it, but like with their like modern storytelling, they also would have worked out Bryan Danielson is legit like psycho killer.
Well, they're going to start booking him like Brock Lesnar.
Right.
But he's going to lose at that whatever their next pay-per-view is. Daniel Bryan's going to lose.
Well, I think it's two things. I think one, no disrespect to anybody else on the roster, but like Fam said, it took them a minute to build Adam Page. If you want to put him over as a defending champion, I don't think there's anybody else on that roster that's going to give them that type of match than Bryan Danielson. Why? Because when I realized that, like, oh shit, they might be going a whole hour, even with the commercial breaks, which can take you out of it takes you out of the match.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It's how you also get away if it's seeming boring is because it's giving you a break and then they can start back up as soon as.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like even if you look at those commercial breaks and there were slowdowns, but it wasn't a slowdown where it was like a nigga was just in a rest hold. No. Daniel Bryan was still working. He would put the beats on the champion and then taunt the crowd or do some other, like he was very good at pacing his destruction of Adam Page to the point where when they started trading near falls, it had been a minute into that match, and at that point it was like, shit. They like Adam Page is really he's overcoming everything that Bryan Danielson's throwing at him. And Bryan Danielson was still there. Even at the end of the match, it wasn't that Bryan Danielson couldn't put Adam Page away. It was that Adam Page wasn't able to stop Bryan Danielson. Even with that lariat, that match could have kept going. I don't think Adam Page had that match won, which is kind of the point, but Bryan Danielson made that motherfucker he made him look like a fighting champion. And I don't know who else on that roster is going to be able to do that right now. It ain't Kenny Omega.
No.
It ain't Chris Jericho.
Well, the thing is too, like the commercials did work also for its benefit because after a commercial break, it's like, oh, it's still going to keep going and then going. And much like the Seth Rollins performance in the Gauntlet match in 2018, like holy shit, like this man's still wrestling.
Right.
He beat the first guy, then he's wrestling the second guy. It's like holy shit, and then he beats the second guy. It's like this guy's been wrestling for an hour straight on TV. Like what the fuck's going on? And again, that was one of the big moments in that match. Was like it fell off after that, but it was like that performance for an hour. A guy wrestled two opponents. I mean, then third.
But the thing is, and I think again, listening to Meltzer talk about this, there's not a lot. We've not really seen a one-on-one match go that long, especially on like an AEW, like on WWE.
Not an AEW.
You'll see.
Michaels and John Cena did it in 07.
Yeah, I believe this was the first time it happened in AEW, and in WWE, like you were saying, a lot of those hour-long matches are really like 2, 3, sometimes 4 matches because they're doing the gauntlet style shit where it'll just take over a whole segment or a whole hour and a half or whatever of the show, which is dope, especially when a Seth Rollins can pull on that type of performance. But I think Adam Page needed this. He for his first defense, he needed a really dope match, and I'm glad that my future AEW champion Bryan Danielson was the one to put the gentrification stomp on that nigga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Debate your mama.
And I still think the draw is a smart finish. I'd rather a draw than a DQ or a count out.
Nobody was winning that match. There were other ways you could have done it.
I think I would have rather like a DQ.
They against that in AEW. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Why would you rather like that math? Because the draw just seems like.
He just came out of a draw.
Nope. But the thing is,
look at the two. It was his first match against
Kenny Omega
too. So it made sense that like these obviously the first match between them, like there wouldn't be a winner obviously because it was the ultimate match.
I'm cool with that.
They're also they on announcing. I mean, people kept touting the announcers being great. I don't know if it was that serious, but they were hyping the fact that Bryan Danielson is undefeated.
Yeah,
that feels like something that they're going to run with, and I don't think they wanted to. Just like the Undertaker losing the streak being important, I think that they're saving that Bryan Danielson loss for somebody that they want. I don't know if they want to make somebody, but they want to make a moment when he actually loses officially. Yeah. What's up?
Motherfucking Undertaker was undefeated at an event.
Well,
this nigga is undefeated.
But what I'm saying is,
it's the Goldberg, the Oscar,
math. I feel you, but at a certain point, that was the only thing Undertaker was doing.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But also, like, are you gonna believe Colt Cabana beats Bryan Danielson?
This nigga stomped his tooth out. Who has enough cachet to beat Danielson? Daniel Danielson.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna do what the WWE should have done with the streak. They're gonna make that loss be something that's gonna make it's gonna make whoever beats him. Ooh. That's the hope. I don't know who's the baby face that they're gonna try and make.
Ain't one.
Maybe he's gonna be undefeated for a couple years. I don't know. Give him the Rock and let him be undefeated. Give him the title. Who beat Bryan Danielson?
MJF feud is for MJF to be the first person to beat CM Punk and for him to brag about that. I think that's the whole point of that undefeated streak is like to strengthen MJF.
That has to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will.
I think it will because then he'll be able to brag about look what I've done.
I don't want to
Dynamite
see.
Diamond Ring, Blood and Guts.
I don't want to see MJF or CM Punk wrestle at all.
Ever.
I don't.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's
Not gonna be able to do it.
If there's not gonna be able to do it. Wrestle CM Punk, not gonna be able to do it. Sorry, that's old. That shouts to Rock. Rock knows what I'm talking about right now. And
No,
Black
baby,
China.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. No, baby.
But when is AEW's next pay-per-view? Is that like in March?
Revolution in March.
March.
Yeah.
March.
They do. I think last year they did Beach Blast in January.
So they have what, Battle of the Belts, right? Coming up.
Battle of the Belts is what they're talking about. Yeah.
On a Saturday. They have the Holiday Bash coming up. You know what they did last year.
Shit, March 6th,
that was
AEW Revolution.
Because it was January the first year, and then February the second year. That's why it's weird that
March feels far.
Sending down.
January is when they did last year. They did Beach Blast, Bash Beat, whatever the fuck it was in January.
That was on TV.
That was on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the special episodes like Winners. That's like Winners is coming.
Winners coming. Yeah.
Specialty episodes.
Clash of the Championship.
So they'll basically probably have the Briscoes and FTR on that card, and then
if they're smart. Well, so Sting and FTR and them are fighting at the next show, right?
Yeah.
I'm not with it. I'm not with that. I'm not with that 6-man shit at the end. That was the thing. I mean, once you got past the instant classic or whatever,
Beach Break was
Beach. Oh, they couldn't license Beach Blast.
Yeah,
February 3rd of this year was Beach Break.
Fuck.
I thought it was in January.
It was.
New Year's Smash was January.
Last year in 2020.
And this year I'm talking about this. I'm saying this current year, and then
last year. All right. I got you.
Well, it was because they went. It was right. The Jericho cruise start. It was like a week, right? It was a Jericho cruise.
Bash at the Beach,
and I think they did because was it 2 weeks? It was like one Saturday because they recorded on the ship, and then they did the other one. Yeah,
two shows, on the cruise.
I don't remember if titles were exchanged on those shows or not.
I know. Didn't Omega and Page beat SCU? I think they did. Let me double check.
Maybe. I vaguely remember them winning tag titles earlier in the year.
I have no idea.
The wild
Omega
shit
and
is
Page won the number one contender at Bash at the Beach.
Got you. Did they win the titles at Revolution?
They won it on the next show, which was still on the cruise.
Yeah, because they I think they filmed 2 shows from the cruise.
Yeah, they won technically in the Bahamas is where they were. Dynamite number 16.
16?
Yeah, and later that night, One-Eyed Moxley beat Pac.
This nigga said One-Eyed Moxley.
He had the eye patch on. Remember,
he did have a whole eye patch. So we're waiting forever for this rematch then.
And we're also waiting forever for Math to return.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. His shit frozen.
And oh, never mind. I thought like Fam was good. Fam was sabotaged.
Fam hopped on the tag the joke.
It was me all along.
Y'all fucking with Hook?
That nigga nice, yo.
Hook is nice.
But let's have the honest conversation, which is what we did last week.
Yeah, let's go.
People rushing to praise Hook, but then shitting on Jay Cargill instantly.
Well,
I didn't care for.
And then Lash Legend. I didn't watch that match because 205 Live wasn't on Peacock right away. I didn't see her match. I haven't seen her match.
That's exactly how I watched it too.
On Peacock.
Yep, I watched it on Peacock. I didn't.
They don't do the instant replay like the network used to. Is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, cause she looked dope, but
no, she looked dope. She looked dope.
I just didn't think the Hook and Jay Cargill thing was a direct correlation, other than I guess the same niggas watching them.
I think it's something. It is something to note, though. It is something to note because there are parallels, right? Like Hook is green, Jade is green, but they both have. They're both.
There's a difference between unexperienced and green. Like Hook looked like he'd been there before. Hook, I mean,
Hook,
this is his first.
He spent his entire tenure training is the whole thing.
Yes,
but
and it helps that he was in there with somebody like Del Sol kind of.
Who
I was
again,
him, but
that's his specialty is to be thrown around like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
guess it depends what he wrestled for next.
I'm of the mind though that was his first match. How long's Hook? Hook is 22.
Mm-hmm.
He's got time. You know, Hook, if realistically, when you talk about making stars in AEW, Hook is perfect to he got a splash on Rampage. Mm-hmm. That's a motherfucker that could do well on Dark Elevation. Give him, I don't want to say give him the Jay Lethal matches, but give him competitive matches.
No,
and
he debuted on TV.
You
a year ago.
You need to show him. You need to have him showing his attributes, showing his abilities, and moving up. Because he's got a lot of room to grow. He's already good. But you don't want to be like, we got to pull the trigger on this nigga next month because everybody's screaming his name. Just like Jungle Boy is kind of marinating right now. They're not throwing Jungle Boy into the championship situation right now. They're
for the best. He's lost in the shuffle.
But you there's a way to have somebody lost in the shuffle and know that there's still time for them to be called up. You know what I'm saying? You got to move for the purpose with someone like Hook, but it doesn't have to be right now. There's a lot of time for that man to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Elevation. Then they can throw him in 6-man tags with Hobbs and Starks, and then
keep him in the Team Taz stuff, right?
Yeah.
What you said, man?
That shit ain't gonna happen.
You think they about to shoot him to the moon?
To the motherfucking moon.
They got too many people to just throw everybody to the side. Like I said, they let him bubble in the background. Then next year or two, he'll be up there.
Is this why they need a cruiserweight title? Or some type of
that'd be
tertiary
pretty much.
But I'm saying I'm saying it not necessarily give them a tertiary title, not the US title, but something like a equivalent of a TV or whatever.
Math has been suggesting that they should have a title on Dark, right? A purely internet title.
Yeah.
Put Scorpio Sky's little Sonic ring up there. Make that fight for that.
Because he's like, this is my most prized possession is this Sonic ring.
But yeah, I think they kind of consider the TNT title their TV title. So I don't think they're gonna put enough title. I think they'll just have TNT title, World title, TBS title.
TBS title,
yeah. So they probably just have those. That's it.
They need an internet title. I mean, I know I haven't watched it, but I know they have the BTE title, but I think that's just a joke on the show. But I haven't watched that in a year or two.
The best, arguably some of the best matches on AEW week to week is taking place on Dark and Elevation. Make a YouTube title.
Yeah.
Call AEW YouTube Championship.
I wouldn't call it. You can't call it YouTube.
Why not?
I mean, they call it the TNT, and then they were calling it the TBS title, so it's
the Algorithm Championship.
X2.
X2 and Hook.
No,
all
I'm
right.
not searching that
at all. So I have.
It's sitting right in our face. They'll give them the FTW title.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
You're right.
See,
you're right.
and they really have something like that, and they've wasted it.
Yeah, so that'll slide over to him.
I mean, that's mainly because unfortunately Ricky Starks has to wrestle every now and then to preserve himself.
They'll wait it until they're ready for Taz's son to take the title up. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Right now, Ricky Starks is Triple H, Hobbs is Batista, and Hook is Randy Orton.
We mentioned. I will say this: in watching that MJF Dante Martin match, I didn't get excited until I saw Ricky Starks out there. I was not. I shouts to Dante Martin.
Yeah, like we were watching it. Big Mike was impressed by Dante Martin. He was like, "Holy shit!" Like
MJF was not the right opponent.
And he called the botch. He called the knee landing on the jaw a botch, like how Famine Cal did. He was like, "Ooh, that didn't look good. Like that was a botch."
Rough. That shit looks super rough. That nigga was like, "Ah."
Yeah,
he's just a good actor. He got it. Yeah. How long Dante been wrestling though?
Forever.
Yeah, let me check.
He's been wrestling forever.
How old is Dante Martin?
I'm not sure. But Airwolf ain't old, so
he don't look old. Dante Martin looked like a.
Dante Martin legit looked 22.
Yeah, he looks young.
I think he's 22, 23.
He looks young.
Because I honestly thought Airwolf was like 24, but shit, who knows?
He's 20 years old, and he's been wrestling since 2016.
What? Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, that's crazy.
Niggas in the ring don't hit 50, yo. We're not used to that.
That's a good point. No, that's a good point.
We're not used to that, and them both being good.
Yeah, MJF is 25. Their combined age is younger than
Big Mike. I think that's one thing that we haven't talked about.
That's funny.
Is MJF being 25 years old.
MJF ready. What there was a rumor that came out that the WWE execs is interested in both at Fox.
So I think it's not the WWE execs.
It's the network.
Well, yeah, it's Fox and USA have been hitting up WWE, but they said that WWE. I don't know if it's because they've been hitting up, but it's either like they've been mutually doing it, but Fox and USA was hollering at them first. He said it's the bidding war of 2024 because I guess that's when his contract is up.
That nigga's going. He about to beeline directly to catering.
Because
everything's going directly to catering.
Because you said he's Miz 2.0.
I didn't say that. I said he's mid 2.0.
That's a good point. No, I respect it. I do respect it.
I mean, if like I said this with Fam when we in pre-production last week, that segment, the video package was phenomenal, and then his entrance
was dope. That shit was dope.
The entrance, and him in the crowd like throwing himself like, everyone getting hyped behind him, and the reaction, the entire battle royal was like,
he's redoing the Punk. He was redoing the Punk entrance.
Yeah.
No,
but someone at USA and Fox had to be like, I'm watching a channel that's not ours. Then why isn't this guy on it? Like,
do remember when?
But then you'd have to be like, well, Vince McMahon isn't gonna let him get away with what he can do.
Hey, Drip, do remember when Fox was watching Raw and you saw Bray Wyatt?
They wanted that nigga, yeah.
And what happened? They bought him over.
They took that nigga.
And then what happened?
That shit was trash.
They didn't know it was trash when it was on Raw was the thing. They just saw something that looked cool to them.
We didn't see it every week.
That shit was trash before it went to SmackDown.
And what did we say in the chat earlier? That Fan was kind of making the point that the Roman Reigns thing is right now, but it's not Roman Reigns' fault. Raw took all the dope people.
Yeah.
And they stuck him with Drew McIntyre, who we've seen that before, and we don't want to see it again.
WWE had to appease USA, so they gave him Big E.
They had to bring back Brock Lesnar, which they're dragging that out again when it's like we've seen this before and they did it already. Do we really care if Paul Heyman's going to betray Roman Reigns at this point?
I care. They're not doing the story well, but that was maybe. Are they mad at me? I called that shit last year, and now it's happening, and now it's Brock Lesnar sitting in the ring with Sami Zayn in a fucking wheelchair with some fucking orderlies. That shit is ass.
It ain't
I'm more entertained by Kayla and Paul Heyman's back and forth.
That's because you see Kayla and you're like,
Kayla rocks with the Black Rasslin Podcast is all I'm saying.
And the Where's Bucky podcast.
The Where's Bucky podcast.
The Where's Bucky Barnes podcast.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on MJF. I'm not sold on this 6-man tag bullshit that's gonna happen next week. When the lights went off and them old niggas came out, I was
say when the lights went out in Georgia match.
I was not a fan. I was actually when the lights went off, I was done.
when the lights went off and it wasn't the Briscoes when they came back on.
Yeah, that's definitely.
What were the Briscoes? No boys, don't get fucked up. We're gonna beat your ass.
No,
That's what I want. That's what I want to see.
No, facts.
Boom Howard talking ass.
A whole bunch of number 7s.
Bunch of first Intercontinental champions, you know, bunch of stooges.
Look.
They don't know what's. They don't know what that is.
I'm taking this car. I'm hitting the. We hitting the left turn.
No,
we hitting the left turn.
No.
We hitting the left turn. We got it.
Apparently, I used all my violations this episode. So.
Violation.
Violation.
Speaking of,
I want to speak to the manager. I am the manager.
Wait, can somebody break down this Mike Chioda McMahon family stuff? Because I've not been paying attention, and a lot of people are like, what's going on is the McMahon family like Succession? What is that too wide of a joke to make on the Black Rasslin Podcast?
I've said this for years. I think anyone who's watched Succession has said, and a wrestling fan has said this.
The family is splintering like the rich white assholes in that HBO series.
Yes.
What are the factions?
Are
they divided? Like, is it Vince and
for themselves?
It's literally everybody just.
It seemed like it was Shane versus everyone, and now it seems like it's Shane versus Vince versus Stephanie and Triple H.
Steph and Triple H are together.
Yeah, but I also won't be surprised if Steph's like, my dad is the one who like I'd choose at the end of the day.
Steph is obviously Shiv.
She's obviously Shiv.
I've never watched.
Triple H is obviously Tom.
Triple H is Tom. That would make Shane Kendall.
Shane Kendall for sure.
Shane is Kanan.
Shane is Shane Kanan?
I don't fucking know.
If the WWE was power, Shane McMahon.
Shane's Tommy.
Shane is
They all Tommy.
Is Triple H's Ghost? Triple H has got to be Ghost. He's got to be Ghost. He was in the street doing dirt, and then he went corporate. He opened up Truth. Yeah, Triple H.
He opened up NXT.
Triple H is Ghost. Shane is Tommy. That would make Steph. Yeah, I mean, what was his wife's name? Tasha. Damn.
I was gonna say Pressure, but that would have been
Pressure.
Shouts out to Tori Naughton. Yeah, I guess Kendall would be Shane McMahon. No, that's interesting.
Because don't forget, he's the one who really should be doing it, but like he does like Vince is like nah, and same thing with Logan. He's like nah, but he's really the one that should be in charge. Is the thing.
Shane, you think Shane should be in charge?
100%.
Why?
Because look at what he envisioned for ECW was what they then used for NXT. When ECW started in 2006, Shane McMahon's like, it should be an internet show. We can create young talent, develop them there. Then Triple H is like, I got a great idea for NXT. We have it be an internet show and we develop young talent. And maybe use some people.
Why are you talking in your fucking Vince McMahon voice?
Because I can't do it. Because if I had, we develop young talent.
He's in this water.
Constantly.
Stu Hart. Listen, I think that's a cool thought. But the thing is even if that was the idea of Shane, the execution of it was done best by Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. That's why Triple H.
And that's because they had the free range to do it. It always seemed like Vince was going to hover over whatever Shane did.
Until they didn't.
Until Logan Roy had to say, fuck off.
But at the very least, Triple H built something that could be
hold up.
NXT something that could at least you could at least sell some ads to. But like, think about it, like
take some of this.
The NXT that everybody loved was on the network, where if you were paying for it, you watched it.
It's also good on USA. I liked the first.
But no, listen to what I'm saying though. You're going from we're producing our essentially our internet show that can only be seen by the people who subscribe to us, to Triple H taking that idea and at least putting it on pay TV where you could have 3 or 4 ad breaks. Like he took it, but even if it failed, they were able to at least make some money off of it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if Shane's not proven in that aspect at all.
Because I think he left knowing he would never get the shot. And Mike Chioda is saying this, and Mike Chioda and Shane McMahon are close friends. If you hear Shane McMahon on podcast, he'll be like, Mike Chioda and I came up together, setting up the ring, doing all the other stuff that, you know, you had to break into WWE. So it's like, take it with a grain of salt, or like, you know, bias.
I didn't realize they were friends like that. That kind of.
No, if you listen to the Austin pod and the McFoley pod that Shane McMahon has done, he mentions him and Mike Chioda being close, starting out.
Yeah,
I mean, if you like Shane McMahon, I mean,
I'm gonna have all right. You know what I do like? I like violence, but I don't like what I saw that was it Hannibal Butcher?
Yeah, that shit was great.
Yeah, he put 9-inch nails in each one of his eyelids.
Yo, it was so many non-wrestling fans hitting me about that, yo.
My wife sent the shit to me. I'm like, she don't really pay attention.
He's like, I am the butcher, and here's the blade.
Hey, yo, you know the butcher was at. Never mind.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Yeah, nah, Math, where you go?
Was the butcher at the meat raffle? Is that what you're gonna say?
The butcher was hanging with Judas Priest at the bar, apparently.
I said, young man.
With the blade.
With the blade. Had the blade on him. In the chaps.
He was the blade. I'm out of here, dog.
Are we Blade Wrestling now?
No mas.
Blade
No
Wrestling?
mas. No, nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
We're not.
Nope.
We are not. No.
Nope. They said Carlito is wrestling Hannibal Butcher. Well, I guess Hannibal Butcher's already, like, he's a piece of shit already.
I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
I only knew him as Hannibal based off like the YouTube shoot interviews that
there was a tweet that went out that said he had numerous accusations of sexual harassment and several incidents of him legit injuring people. They called him reckless. And then you see the video. He's got the fucking... And the other thing is, I don't know how much of this was supposed to happen. When I first read about it, it sounded like the stabbing and the biting and shit was not in the script. But some people are saying that he wasn't supposed to go that far. Regardless, that he had to go, what they say, following the incident, the referee was taken to a hospital and he suffered a torn artery in his head. He had to get emergency surgery, but that he had staples. Hella staples. They had to set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah, he taking selfies online. I think it had to be it was a work at first because it kind of was like, I don't know how big this handle dude is, but you're not gonna let no man over top of you,
Right.
I think that part was work, but then, the extent of it was probably, a little too far. So it's like, that whole thing just like a mess. And it's crazy because I remember I only know him because he sued Abdullah because he said Abdullah gave him hepatitis C.
That was him?
Yeah. That's how I knew who it was because he sued him years ago saying he messed up his shot to go into the WWE.
Black Johnson.
Hannibal, a.k.a. the Blood Hunter. He's 6'5", 286.
Damn.
Still, but you squirm and do something to get it.
Dude was in the he was in the position. He was laying prone. And dude had, but Black John Stud, I don't know. I've been doing the Black Rasslin Podcast. I was doing the Black Rasslin Podcast myself. I remember reporting on Abdullah getting sued because he got Hep C from somebody, or they said he got Hep C. He gave them Hep C because he'd been infected a minute. I remember that story, but I didn't realize it was
yeah, that's that clown.
Jesus. We'll get hopefully what the referee's name is. Fuck, Lando. What the hell was this man? There was a GoFundMe. Lando Del Toro. There was a GoFundMe. I don't know if it got reached, but if you just search his name and GoFundMe, his family was looking for help. Was there anything else that went on this week that we forgetting? I told you it was a lot going on.
No, it seems like Bobby Lashley's kind of getting momentum back.
Bobby, he was a star of Raw.
No, he just got MVP back.
That too.
He's not winning that day one.
Yeah.
If he won, it wouldn't be a bad decision. Have him be.
But if he wins, where do they put Big E?
Rumble. Roman Reigns, and then
if Big E loses, he better win that Rumble.
The Rumble.
Really, it seems like, I don't know, either Seth and KO are going to team, or it's going to be them for the title at Mania.
They already are teaming, right?
But I mean, like a real two-man power trip / odd couple type of.
I don't want. Do not want. I feel that could happen, but do not want.
The odd couple.
Yeah, because KO is like, Phoenix? I said this, and Seth Rollins is like, liar. They'd have comedy back and forth like that. Are you gonna go in? No, you go in first. No.
They'll have Seth Rollins turn on him at the as runner's course.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
And then there's the Austin Theory thing too, which I believe a little bit more than Fam in terms of him being fully on the rocket ship to the main event. But
fuck them. Those segments are so fucking stupid and boring.
It's because he's an old senile man. What do you expect?
I don't even look at him.
Like the majority of us.
On that note, Black John Stud, you got a Black Rass of the week?
I'm gonna go with Shane Taylor.
There you go. Brother Fan?
I'll go Kenny King.
There you go.
The newest member of Shane Taylor Promotion.
That's TP.
Which is a dope thing because now they didn't put him with him. Kenny hadn't been working as much as the rest of the niggas, you know what I mean, that in STP as of late, and I'm hoping him being in STP gets some more bookings and it kind of, you know what I mean.
You think they're gonna do that though?
Yeah, he gave him
you got the jersey, right?
Is that initiation? You have to go through a package pile driver on a ladder.
Yo, getting a package pile driven is crazy.
Can I just get a jersey? I don't want to do I don't need all that.
I had that conversation this week.
I saw, and they said you had to take a package pile driver though.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking no package. I told him I will battle rap for it. And, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lola. You know what I mean? Lola.
Word.
I got balls for you, son.
You got your belly beads?
Nope.
Shouts to Lola. At some point, 2022, Lola and Downtown Tony Brown. I need them back on the pod for a. Look. We could do the Black Rasslin dating game. They could have a whole date on the podcast.
Are we gonna have the first ever BRP wedding?
I'll cash app like $20 for a bottle of wine or something for the both of them if they try to get nice through the StreamYard or something. Like, I don't know. Let's make a love connection. Like, what else is we talking? This wrestling shit be old, but the niggas in pro wrestling, let them shine, especially if it's Downtown Tony Brown. I know he mad that I got this shit.
He ain't never ever seen a champion so poorly represent that title.
What's you said 1 week?
1 week.
All right, day one. We'll see. What's your Black Rass of the week, brother man?
Yo, shout out to Jakara Jackson, new signee from the WWE, whatever that shit is called.
That was like the other day, right?
Yeah, Full Sail, whatever the fuck.
What
I don't know what they call it.
NIL, whatever, or
yeah,
NIL. The
next in line, image
yeah.
and likeness.
There you go.
We gotta be
That's
different.
what it really means. That's what it really means.
NIL niggas in limbo. Yo, shout out to them.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, he's not at all. That's just for emphasis. Drip, who's your black wrestler of the week?
The almighty Bobby Lashley.
Bobby did that shit.
Almighty.
Bobby did that shit. I want to give my black wrestler of the week to the gentrification stomp, but I'm probably gonna have to go Ricky Starks. I always forget how much I love Ricky Starks' work in AEW, and then he's just at the ringside doing him.
Ricky Starks will forever be a member.
Ricky Starks, like for real,
Starks will forever be black wrestling royalty.
I'm gonna tell you this though,
forever.
If I'm anywhere and Ricky Starks is there, I'm taking my phone. We're gonna have a 10-minute conversation for the podcast. I don't give a fuck.
Neither do he.
You sure? Is he going to tell me to not record for political connects?
Never. Niggas done seen you with motherfucking President Obama.
They saw you with Dwayne Johnson, Martin Brodie,
Summerman.
Shouts out to
he was Summerman.
Liv Morgan, the next WWE Raw Women's Champion. Day one shit. No, all right. Where can niggas find y'all on the social? Black John Stud, is you down to give people your Instagrams again? I know you.
Nigga.
Oh yeah, classic since 1980. But while I'm here, shout out to Zell, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Be up at the Ring of Honor show.
That's ill.
Classic since 1980 on Instagram.
Follow the man if you can, for real. Where you at, man?
79 on your social media choice.
Non-merch wearing ass nigga.
I respect it. It's the longest running gimmick on the pod.
Traitor,
AKA Spider Fam.
Fam, we gonna have to have a talk.
Tasha Banks is the black wrestler of the week for everyone.
Pressure. It's funny. We went through the whole podcast. I didn't make one joke about spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home.
You better.
Oh my God.
You better not.
Oh my God.
You know who gonna die? You know who dies?
Yo,
you know who dies?
Shit, I'm out.
So who's seen it so far? Okay, all right. I was going. I didn't get my tickets.
The Double Mid Twins.
Oh,
So they went out. So I looked at it maybe like an hour before I got on.
I'm out of here, man. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, Spider-Man. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
All right, yo. I'm out.
Spider-Man get a gun in this one.
They pulled a blicky. Pop, 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 pop. He really left.
6'9" Spider, yo. Blicky with the sticky up.
Math didn't even give his socials. Drip, where you at?
Well, you can find Math on Instagram, on Twitter at Math.
I like that shit. Good looking, son.
1854. It's not about the title. It's about who you body to get it.
No, it's about the goddamn title because I still got the shit. Because I still got the shit.
TikTok.
Can I live or do I gotta bring it to these kids?
TikTok.
If I don't live, nobody live.
TikTok.
Just don't develop a black scent. Just don't get too loosey goosey. Like, hey, yeah, you know me. No.
Who?
No one man could stop me.
I'm out of here.
No front line could block me.
No, I'm out.
I've been listening. You know what it is. I've been listening to that song a lot. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website, but as always, you can find the Black Rasslin Podcast, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast, be there. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. If you not subscribed to us, click that red button, make that shit gray, like the post, share with your friends. We trying to get to that 1K. Once we get to that 1K, you want that PlayStation. I know y'all can't get that PlayStation 5. It's not happening.
The PlayStation, nigga.
Fan, what happened? What you say? Say less.
More videos coming soon to the Twitter and the IG.
Yeah, Drips. Shouts to Drip. Drip's been doing some work. Everybody, we 2022 is going to be interesting. We got y'all though. We got you. Shit, I guess that's it for this week. We'll catch y'all next week.
Like me or not,